3, 2, 1.
Yeah. It's Prov. Yeah. Read my mind, baby, can you see the times? I want you to be my wife, baby, please don't waste my time. I got too much work to do, I just wanna be sure of you. We ain't got no perfect views, but what works for me would work for you. Tell me, would you work for me? Serve God like you serving me. Yes, I'll lead you with certainty, provide for you eternally. To protect you, I'll get out and cock that grip. Bullets take off like a rocket ship, need you passenger side of my cockpit. Rising above this nonsense, we ain't got no sense of time. Lose yourself inside of mine, introspective, well collected. Girl, I could be your prized possession.
Yo, what's the dang deal, everybody? How you guys doing on this Monday afternoon? What's up? Evening, not afternoon. I'm tripping. What's going on, you guys? Happy to see y'all in the chat. Hope that everyone is doing well, man. Yeah, hope y'all doing well. Happy to see every one of you guys here as always. Y'all already know what it is, the Straw Hat Podcast, every Monday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here talking One Piece. And, man, y'all been rocking with me long enough, man. We don't got to do all the intros. But for anyone who's new here, that's what we do every single week. But either way, man, appreciate y'all jumping in early, as always. Let me say what's up to everybody here. Let me get my font. I'm gonna switch my font up just a little bit. No. I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. Oh God. Let's just stick with no. You know what? Nope. Sorry. This is important. This is like. There we go. Cool enough. What's going on, everybody, man? Fully in the building says I'm first. Good, man. You beat Za. He said PGN is official, man. If you haven't checked out the PGN pod, if you like sports, go check it out. My boy Za, Scumbag McGee, they do a good show every week. Got your LLC, that's what's up. You are official. I have a couple LLCs, so you're in the business. Just make sure you keep up with filing those taxes for your LLC, because the first year I had mine for my restaurant, or actually my food truck before the restaurant, yeah. Yeah, it got me. So just remember, you still have to file every year. Anyway. Oh snap! How's it? Okay, y'all are talking. Got it. What's going on, Red Face? Okay. So again, if today holds true, Red Face, this must mean that it's a crazy chapter, because Red Face pops up when it's a crazy chapter, and Red Face is here, so. That must mean we're in for a surprise today. I'm looking forward to it. I know that there's a break week next week, so this should be pretty crazy. But we will see. Big Alex Rocks, what's going on, bro? It's been a couple weeks. He says the One Piece is real. It better be. It better not be the power of friendship. But the One Piece is real, my friend. I agree. Fooly, what's good? Let's hope the kids have been dropped by now. Yo, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. No, the kids should live. That's all we can hope for. Is crazy. Valdoni, I lost one of my brothers over the weekend. Oh, man. If y'all ever feel whatever you're feeling going through too big. Yo, for sure, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Man. Not gonna go too deep. Before I got into the restaurant business, I'm actually a paramedic. I've been a paramedic for 7-8 years now. That was my career, so I understand. That's all I can say. We're not gonna go too deep into that, but I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I understand. And yes, if you need to talk about it, talk about it. Seriously. Strawberry says, "Hey, what's going on, Strawberry? Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. You are late though. Jeez, man." Red Face says, "Big Ree, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Sorry, I'm late. Yeah. Jeez. Come on, Strawberry. You gotta watch. You gotta watch, Strawberry. Jeez. You know what time it is. Gotta be here. Zah says, love the love for the, yeah, man. You put on a good show, man. For real. I did enjoy the chapter. Okay, so again, I know it's a banger chapter if Redface shows up. So Redface is here, so that means we're in for a treat. Definitely looking forward to it. And thanks for, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Like I said, I understand. I get it all too well. Truly. Okay, let me make sure that I get my, yes, there we go. Instagram is up. That's good. Okay. So before we get into it, these cards, all right, these One Piece cards. Okay. And I know my boy Benzo, which shout out to Benzo, who hasn't been on the pod in God knows how long. But yeah, he had a baby, so that makes sense. But I got these One Piece cards and I hadn't opened them. And I heard that One Piece cards are legit before we get into the chapter. I've never looked at a One Piece card. I don't know anything about a One Piece card, but I've been told I need to buy One Piece cards and check them out. So I have one here in this box, and I just felt like, why not show you guys the actual cards that we got before we get into it. Benzo had a kid. Yeah, he had a kid. Remember, he was gonna name his kid. I know Zoro was one of the names. He was like Zoro something. I think his first name is Zoro, which is epic, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's naming his son Zoro. Either way, so I got 3 cards in here, or 3 packs, and there's like a white pack that says, oh shoot, special Dawn. It's special. I don't know. I've never opened these, but again, just bear with me before we actually get into the chapter, because we're gonna read the chapter, of course. Valdoni says the One Piece cards are fire. I got a binder full. God. Okay. Well, this is the first ones I've ever opened or even touched. I don't know if like no one in my area has, like, it's all Pokemon cards in my area, right? Like nobody's talking One Piece, which is a shame. It's a huge shame. Let me pull his banner down. There we go. Yeah. I'm very curious to see what these look like. The irony in my first card being this guy, which we all know how I feel about the long-nosed sniper. But that's cool. Oh shoot. Actually look kind of legit. Richie from Orange Town and with the Buggy Pirates. Dope. My son, crazy. These are actually kind of legit. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, either way, I'm not gonna go through. Oh shoot, I got a Luffy card. Luffy, you can't even see these that well. That's such a shame. Such a shame, man. Oh, Zah, you're gonna love this one. A Shanks card with a manga panel on it. That's for you, Zah. Oh no, you're gonna love this one more. A Chopper card. Shogun Chopper. Come on, Zah. This is you, bro. Odin, Ace. This is actually kind of cool. I don't know if any of these have value. I have no idea, but he said no read. They are talking about it just a lot more chill. Oh, okay, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Second pack, because I'm gonna open the last one last. This special one. I don't know. Let's see. This is actually pretty freaking dope. Oh, Pierre from Skypiea. Man, it's such a shame y'all can't see these. The lighting in this room is crazy right now. They have a few. Oh, they have a Marineford one. Oh, this is dope. A chick that we should be seeing a lot more from soon. Mrs. Charlotte Pudding. Turn the light. Yeah. I got you. Hold on one second. Because I have my overhead light right here. There we go. Okay. And I got the light behind me too, so that kind of F's up everything. Let me see. Oh, there we go. See, Strawberry, this is why you got to get here on time. Because you're helpful. Charlotte Pudding. There you go. Come on. We should be seeing a lot from her soon. Hopefully. seeing how she's captured and all. This is actually, oh shoot, this is actually her captured. So this is like updated, I guess. Am I tripping? Like she's handcuffed and on the ground in this picture. That's actually wild. I'm gonna go through a few more of these so we can get in the chapter. I know. I'm just showing the cool ones. Gear 5, Luffy. That's dope. And I didn't think they would put manga panels on these. Very cool. Oh shoot. A Golden Cross Guild card. Yo, that's crazy. It's got like a cool like reflective thing on it. That's dope. I sound like a straight nerd right now because I'm talking about freaking playing cards. All right, last one, man. And then we're gonna get into the chapter. I had this like special one. He said, let me get that Gear 5 card. Hey man, I'm gonna have to think about it. Zah said she didn't see any of the kidnappers with her 3 eyes. That's such a good point. Like, dog, you could. I don't even gotta, because I don't want to start putting fraud on any more people. That's such a good point, man. Good freaking point, bro. You couldn't see you were about to get kidnapped. It's crazy. Oh shoot. Okay, this is the. What am I looking at? This is the special card. It's like a black and white hockey blast. Like what the? It gives you 1,000 points. Like I have no idea what I'm looking at. That's crazy. Dope. Yeah, that's 1 pack. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm surprised no one actually cares about this card though. Like you guys see there's a whole panel on this card. No one cares? That's crazy. 1,000 plus Doriki. Hey man, you gotta explain that to me. I don't know. Do you like, what do you put this card down and do you automatically win? I don't know. Either way. Yeah, man, that's the stack. It's pretty cool. Okay. Sorry for the segue, man. I thought you guys would be interested to see that. Fully says, I care a lot. I feel like a nerd talking cards, but I know so much. No, please. Like, let's talk. Let's talk, man. I'm interested. You know, here's the thing. On this podcast, right? It's okay to be a nerd. Because think about it. We're talking about a show and an anime and a manga. Like stuff that I in high school would have been like, that's lame. Like they had anime club in high school. And I was like, yeah, nah, like I don't want to do that because that's not cool. And here I am with my own anime club. Kind of crazy how life works. But either way, yeah, it's a safe space. Facts. He said Rhea don't work. Hey man, I don't know. I don't know. And apparently Alex doesn't know either. So I know nothing. I was BSing. See? Who knows? Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. We just freaking, we don't know. But it is a safe space. Baldoni said I used to bully the anime nerds. I'm not gonna hold you. If you came around me talking anime, bro, get away. Like legit, I don't want to. You like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get away from me. The anime club, I would laugh at them. I would actually laugh at them. And here we are now, talking anime every Monday. What a shame, man. Look at us. He said, "Now look at me." Facts. Either way, man. Enough chit chat. Chapter 1153 is out. Let's see what they're talking about, man. I got my straw hat on because we finally got Luffy back. Can you clap it up for the fact that we got our captain back? He was finally in the last chapter and he got some lines. Finally. I was wondering, like, when am I going to get just a couple of lines from my captain? You know, it's been about five chapters, 6 chapters. Give us something. And finally, these last 2 chapters, we kind of got a couple of lines. So Straw Hat is on, and I have faith that we will get so many more lines from him today. He said, I still laugh at them now because they power scale. Dang, bro. Either way, let's get into it, man. Chapter 1153. Let me get it pulled up so we can take a look. Okay, and for my Instagram people, if it cuts out, just come over to Twitch, man. Oh, shout out to Zal for the resub. I didn't even notice that. Sub for 4 months now. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Okay, let's get into the chap. So we got chapter 1153. Alex says, I would have been fine with a cutaway for like 20 chapters. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't. I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that if we didn't have Luffy for more chapters. But you know what? That's actually not a bad take, because we were dealing with Emu and everything that was going on up there. I mean, it was just crazy. Chapter 1150 still, until something else tops it, will be the best chapter I've ever had the pleasure of setting my eyeballs on. So, hey, so you're not wrong. Not a bad take at all. I might actually agree. I just miss seeing Mr. Luffy. That was it. And not only Luffy, like, you had Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro down there. Like, I don't mind. Like, I do like the other crew members, but like, not enough to just have them without like the monster trio for like 5 chapters. That's all I'm saying. But I get where you're going though, Alex. Okay, so we got chapter 1153, the birth of Loki. Okay, I'm guessing we get some type of flashback. Cool. This is what I've been waiting for. Cover story, we got Yamato here with the daimyo of Ringo, Kikunojo, and Boss Ocho. Cool. I guess we're still kind of running around. I'm not gonna lie, we did say last week that was the end. I knew it wasn't. That's why I wasn't getting my hopes up. It wasn't the end. And here we are. Again, like, I feel like at this point I'm just getting upset. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Yamato was top 2, like, just people in the show for me. Of course, Nami is at the top. Then Yamato was right under her, right? But I'm starting to not like Yamato. This has just gone on too long, and I feel like this cover story has filler. I'm just gonna go on and say it. Maybe you don't like that take, but why do I have filler in my cover story? I don't want filler in my cover story. I said it. You guys don't have to like that take, but I'm putting it out there in the world. There's too much filler in this cover story. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Either way, let's move on. Okay, so we are in the chap. A lot of black shading. Oh, now we're gonna get a freaking. I'm stupid. Of course we're gonna get a backstory because we ended the last chapter in a backstory. Duh. Alex says bad take. Alex, now I'll hold you. No, we'll get into that. I'm gonna leave it alone. You got it, bro. I don't think it's a bad take though, but I'm gonna let you have that. Okay, so we got Prince Harold of Elbaf. It says lived out his rather unhinged childhood years alongside Dory and Brogy. Okay. Thanks to his innate size and strength, gifts from his ancient giant blood, as well as his noble status, he developed an inflated sense of self, and no one could stop him from growing into a royal pain. Okay? Everyone outside of Elbaf is so tiny and pitiful and boring. Don't you agree? Of course, Your Majesty, you're exactly right. Dude has aura. He has a crazy amount of aura. picking boogers and flinging them. Wait, is that what I'm seeing? Wait. Did he just pick a booger and fling it into the sea and there was like an explosion? Like a cannonball? Is that surely that's not what's going on here. Yeah, it is. Ping blew a ship up with a booger. That is nuts. Which, by the way, shout out to the other like one of 10 black people in the show who was the booger boy back in Alabasta, because this is something he could do too. But for some reason, it's cooler when he does it. Maybe because he has horns. But I just, like I hold you, I was not feeling the fact that like, yo, Mr. Five, exactly. I just call him Booger Boy because it's like, dog. Maybe I didn't understand One Piece at the time, how weird of a show it was gonna be. It was relatively normal-ish until I got to Mr. Five. When I got to Mr. Five, I was like, yep, this show is actually may not be for me because exploding boogers is wild. But I got over it, and thank God I kept watching. All right, so Bunt Kingdom, New World. Come one, come all, marvel at the 10-meter woman. Feel the earth tremble as she walks. Cover your ears when she barks thunder. A rare giant form. Wow, I cannot read. A rare giant from the exotic land of Elbaf. Feast your eyes on Ida. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, let me back out. Step away from the cage if you don't want to be hurt. Wow. Okay. So we have everyone running away. Turning a giant into a sick sideshow. They've got some nerve. Okay. I'm just going to keep reading. Maybe my question will be answered. Keep reading. They thought that Elbaf was a joke. Well, who's laughing now? Who are you? No need to thank me. I'm the king of Elbaf. I won't stand to see my homeland disrespected like that. Oh, shoot. She smacks him. Your Majesty, King Harold. Is he crying? Oh, he's scared? Okay, wait. What are we doing? What's going on here? Turn the ship around. I need to apologize. So many people were hurt back there. What? Okay. Are you insane? You care about that mini kingdom of tiny humans. Do I have to hit you again, King Harold? They saved my life when I washed up on their shore and gave me a job to do. They were kind enough to help me make a living until I was fully healed. Oof. What do you mean, tiny humans? Just because you happen to be born huge and are coincidentally strong and brutish, you actually think that makes you better than humans? How can you be so arrogant? It's pathetic. This is why everyone thinks that all giants are as barbaric and brutish as Elbaf. Dang. She's really laying it into him. He must have never been talked to this way or punched around this way. Interesting. I wonder if Loki is like similar to this. I don't know why I'm just sitting there thinking like he's got this like tough exterior, but like underneath he's kind of like this. That's what I feel like we're getting from Loki. Okay, let's move on. Which also, and interestingly enough, we're talking about the giant who's getting healed by humans. Which, granted, like we're kind of helping Loki at the moment as well, who's also injured. Very, very interesting parallel. Either way. Redface says this is Vegeta logic at play. LOL, he loves a fiery woman. Yeah. He's definitely being tamed. He just literally shot a booger and blew up a ship. And then right behind that, right, he's getting smacked by a woman and like accepting it. Very interesting. Just because I was born huge? Okay, so she goes back. I guess she's helping the town that she just got freed from. Should we just set sail, King Harold? Why are you all just spacing out, huh? Go and help her, you ninnies. That town is as tiny as a model. It's easy work. Yes, Majesty. Okay. Their method of construction is completely different from ours. We should tell everyone about it when we return to Elbaf. Their method of construction is completely okay. I want to bring home some of their spaces. Wow, I cannot freak. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to read and understand at the same time quickly, and I just can't read. I said spaces. I want to bring home some of their spices. I've never tasted flavors like these before. What's going on, Nika? He says, Yoey. What's up, brother? Notice how hardy their fabric is?
There we go.
And yet it's so fine. These humans are more skilled than we realized. Yes. You have to see things from their eye level, Harold. Nothing in the world is meant to be destroyed. Very interesting. Nika pose under the moon. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. You have to see things from their eye level, Harold. Nothing in the world is meant to be destroyed. And then you have the Nika pose. The god of liberation. Very interesting. Okay. Let's move on. I like it. I was born on Samwani Island in the South Blue. After some twists and turns, my life's path brought me here. So you crossed the Serpent of Blood? You mean the Red Line? Well, yes. Which is why I can't go back home. Okay, hold on. Who is talking? These? Oh, she's talking. Okay. She's talking. Got it. It's born, twists and turns. They called it, the humans called it the Serpent of Blood. She said, you mean the Red Line, which is okay, got it. Solace from the South Blue too. Yes. I was just, okay. See, I'm trying to put things together in my head. But good point. I like it. Then come to Elbaf. We're not as barbaric as you say. Oh, maybe I was mistaken about you too. King Harold's changed. Yeah, it's creepy. I bet it won't last long. First off, this better be this better become his wife. Because you better be in love. No way one woman just smacks you and now you're different. I'm assuming this is who he's gonna end up marrying and having a kid with. Or no, not wife, right? Baby mom, because they don't end up staying together. But no way that this woman, you don't end up with her. She smacks you one time and you're like, my whole ideology needs to change. I've realized the truth. Nika says keep reading. For sure. I'm about to keep reading. Yeah, okay. Elbaf, 105 years ago. I wish to atone for all of my countless crimes. What's gotten into you, Harold? Oh, let me scroll up. There we go. I may be out of the country more often than I'd wish, but it is only to join hands with our neighbors and ask them to teach us their culture. If we learn from the rest of the world, we can make our land and lives richer. Valid. Yeah, but Dory and Brogy are still raising hell out there. Oh yeah, okay, that's when they were still sailing. Which 105 years ago, they were still sailing. They fought for 100 years. Time skip. So, yeah, somewhere within the next hour to two, not wow, hours. God dang it. 1 year to 2 years, they should be starting their fight. Golly. I think I need some water, man. Either that or some alcohol, because I am tripping right now. One of the two, though. They are good friends of mine, but they have always been eccentric. They're cordial with humankind and follow a code of honor. It doesn't hurt that they can fight, of course. But if they pose too much of a threat to other nations, we may have to rein them in. Okay. What a turnabout. Meeting new people took him on a journey. Harold, no. Elbaf is blessed with good luck. Strawberry says water for sure. Zaz says get that liquor, bro. I'm gonna start with water. Okay. If I keep messing up, maybe I do need a drink. Cause holy crap. It doesn't make sense that I cannot read. Okay, let's zoom in. For example, by sending diplomats back and forth, we can help deepen the ties and the friendship between nations. I see. So we're each taking hostages then. Don't say it like that. It means that countries can't get to be friends unless the people in them are connected somehow. Got it. So you mean having kids? That's the way to connect them. You got to have kids. Either that or you're going to have to kidnap them, obviously. Elbaf 81 years ago. Fisherman Village, Eastern Elbaf. The baby's been born. Congratulations, Harold and Ida. I knew it. This had to be a baby mom or something. Thank you all. And now Ida and I can know you are forbidden from marrying her. The royal line must remain pure of blood. I'm not gonna lie. The next panel that I see, wait. Nigga said, take a shot, then sip a glass of water right after. Come on, man. Y'all really trying to get me to drink. I might have to do it. Maybe. Might have to, man. We'll see. All I know is in the next panel, this man was bombing ships with boogers. No way you're over this village and you're going to listen to whoever these people are. They're not even important enough to get drawn without a silhouette. So you should be beating them. Obviously, we know that doesn't happen because we've already been told that. But why? That's what I need to find out. I'm sorry, Ida. It galls me that I must come to this. This is just how the culture works. You can't get emotional and fight against it. You're always welcome in our village, Ida. As long as you live in the same country as Daddy, you'll be happy, right? Haruden? There you go. Haruden. It's crazy. Crazy work. All right, I'm back out. This is your true betrothed. Wow, hold on. This is your true betrothed Harold. Estrid's blood is pure and ancient. Shout out to the moms, first off. Shout out to the moms because we just got a showing of two moms in one backstory that are named and have like impactful moments. Shout out to the moms. Shout out to the moms. Okay. Either way. So let me read on. Let me wait on. Okay. This is your true betrothed, Harold. Estrid's blood is pure and ancient. I was born in the Brewers Village to the north, and I study geomancy. Wow, I read that totally out of order. She is the one worthy of being our queen, which I'm not gonna lie, like, yo, Estrid, right? You got Estrid, right? You got Ida. Like, let's just keep it a bean. All right, let's just keep it a bean. Let's just keep it a bean, man. Let's just keep it a bean. Like, who are you marrying? That's all I'm saying. Who are you marrying? Zasa's shot. Okay, I got you. But who are you marrying? Ida? Come on. Y'all know what I'm saying. Either way. He says, man, keep reading. Okay, got it. Yes, sir. Sorry, I know I'm getting sidetracked. That one was just for the boys, though. That was for the boys. Okay. It is my fate to love you for the rest of my life. Forget all about that woman and child to the east. And she is a Elbath Brewers Village, prestigious daughter Estrid. Good heavens, the spirit is escaping to the east. What is this east thing? Why are we always looking to the east? Is there something to this? The east? Right? Dragons looking to the east? What are we doing? East blue? I don't know. Your good luck is getting away. We must close those windows at once. Huh? And that mirror, it's in the 5-star kill position. Destroy it at once. The 5-star kill position. Okay. Whatever that means. Haruden and Ida are in the East Fisherman's Village. Got it. And she's in the Brewers Village. Got it. I'm tracking. Okay, what are we looking at? This is Asla, the horse of good fortune. It is a gift from my clan, the perfect mount for you, King Harold. I have no doubt that this horse will bring you great luck. It's enormous. And why does it have 8 legs? Good question. Great question, actually. Guards, bring all the jewels and gold in the treasury to my chambers. This is to ensure that the fortunes of wind and earth are sent in his majesty's direction. Why does that look like Robin? Does this, like, am I tripping? Does this not look like Robin with makeup and long hair? Like, I'm not gonna hold you. That looks like freaking Robin, bro. I know that doesn't mean anything. There's no extra stuff to that. But that looks almost exactly like Robin. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Nika says the 5-star kill. Keep that in the back of your head. Got it. Zah said gold digger. She's into the whole feng shui thing. With the energy of rooms, etc. But she was just hating on Harold's true wife. Okay. Robin's a gold digger. I don't think so. Nami might be, but that's okay. She's allowed to be. This is to ensure that the fortunes of wind and earth are sent in his majesty's direction. Also, inform the scullery maids that from this day forward, the king and I will be using the fine silver to eat all of our meals. Is she just after luxury? First off, did they get married? Wait, did I miss a panel page where they got married? Like, they're not even married yet, right? I'm not tripping. I know that they said, like, he just met her. And she's already talking about, like, king, queen thing. Like, Shade I'm a gold digger. Okay, I got you. I'm just like, how did she become queen and we didn't even get married? Like, it's crazy. They're betrothed. There you go. Thank you. I missed that part. I read it and I stumbled on it, but for some reason, it just ain't here for me. Okay, about 70 years ago. Okay, we're getting closer to present day. In an era when the rigors of the sea made it difficult to maintain trade between islands, Elbaph's skill at navigation was the envy of other nations. Okay. There's a store. God. Sorry. There's a star to the north that never moves called the Pole Star. Okay. Got it. And he's got a little compass right there. Not little, very big compass. I can dig it. Or the pole star. Yes, got it. The pole star, which is very interesting. Very interesting. But let me continue reading and then I'll say what I think. Big Alex says she's using silver to reduce the chance of poison, and she's moving the treasure to reduce risk of robbery. It's a superstitious thing. Okay, yeah, I could dig that. No, I could dig that. I mean, she still might be a gold digger, but no, I could get that. Oh, he said superstitious gold digger. All right. She's probably still a gold digger, but I can dig the reasoning. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. What am I reading? You said you met a mermaid, King Harold. Yes, I have at last. Fishmen too. In the kingdom where those with fish blood live. Their king has a newborn heir named Neptune. All the creatures of the sea, not just the mermaids and fishmen, were engaged in a grand celebration that spanned the seafloor. Interesting. Nika says he's teaching the people of Wano navigation, and several years later, the Shimotsuki then leave Wano to venture the world and escape the impending BS with Kaido. Very interesting. Was that the people of Wano? Wait, no way, I just overlooked that. I guess it. Wait, hold on. I guess it could be. Okay. I can dig it. Stay woke. Yes, sir. Arus Castle, Elbaph, 63 years ago, while Harold was away from home. Congratulations, my queen. It's a very healthy boy. His name is Loki. The king and I decided on it. Now show me the baby. Or now show me my baby. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. These are his eyes. Ooh. I'm sorry. I was just... Okay. Ooh. These are his eyes. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting, man. Let me keep going. I'm not gonna say nothing because I might. My thoughts and theories might be so wrong. I'm just gonna keep reading. It's terrifying, Your Majesty. It's horrid. What is that thing? That is no son of mine. Please, Your Majesty, try to remain calm. Did she throw the kid? Wow. Tell the kingdom that it was stillborn. Wow. That's crazy. Literally, even the baby is like, wait, hold on a second. Wait, well, hold on. Like, yo, what did I do? Literally hands up like, yo, what? Wait. What did I do? That's crazy work, bro. Tell the kingdom that it's stillborn. Wow. Imagine saying that after being in labor for hours. Facts. And I know she felt those horns clawing through her as the baby was coming out too. So it's crazy. Crazy. It is accursed. Just look at that baby. It's a monster. Wow. The Prince of Elbaf grasped for the empty air. Man. But no hands reached out to envelop his own. Whew. It's crazy, bro. Stop, Your Majesty. He's the royal heir. The most unfortunate of all living creatures is the one whose very existence is denied by its mother in the moment of its birth. Woo! Yo, that is crazy. Do you hear me? I bore no child. Do not tell a soul about this. Wow. But what are you planning to do? I'm going back home. I never want to bear another child. Wow. Your Majesty, head's guardsman, down in the underworld. What about the underworld? Oh, God. Oh, my God. No. Nah, bro. There's no way. Oh! There's no way, bro. Dog. No, there's just no way, bro. There's just no way. Dog, that's crazy. Y'all see this panel, bro? Like, this is a newborn, by the way. Seconds of life. Literally seconds of life. Which, by the way, shout out to a newborn being conscious enough to understand the situation. First off, Mike, wait. Hold on. Let me go back. Because we have Haruden, right? As a baby. Sorry, let me go back. We have Haruden as a baby. Where's that big-headed kid at? There he is, right? We have Haruden as a baby right here. This guy right here, this baby right here, he's not climbing that mountain. He's a normal baby. He's not able to scale a cliff. Like, dog, what? Not to mention he's way bigger. Loki's way bigger as a baby than this guy. He said he's being coddled. I mean, yeah, but he was just born. Well, honestly, this baby clearly has been alive longer. This isn't like fresh out of labor type thing, right? I mean, I'd imagine maybe he's a day old at least. 2 days, 3 days, I don't know, a week. Thank you, Strawberry. Thank you. Nah, like, I'm not gonna hold you sometime, bro. Dog. Newborns are supposed to be coddled. It's a newborn. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Oh, God. Okay, either way. Y'all are something else, man. Okay, so we got this kid, right? What a panel, man. Out in the cold, about to fall to the underworld. He's got like snake type eyes, bro. Like, oh my God, the theories, man, that are running through my head. Wow, man. Okay. I'm assuming he falls. Is that what I'm looking at? These must be the animals that are down there. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it. Silhouette of an animal. Which would make sense why Loki is so friendly with them. He said, re-look at the other panels. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. I know. My bad. Queen Estrid fell ill. Get rid of the child? Get rid of the child. There was a prophecy before it was even born. The prophecy said that King Harold would one day be killed by his own son. Not that madness again. And while Harold was busy banging his head against the problem of national relations, the world government has stepped in to block our path again. Why can't countries be free to decide for themselves? Hey, can I see the baby too? He's your brother. He's not your son, so he's not my brother. Oh, you're even sweet like that. All of the misfortunes that would fall upon Elbaf will be known as Loki's curse. Oh. Hold on. Get rid of the child. Who's saying that though? Is that, oh, that's her. Okay. That's the Estrid. There was a prophecy. Oh, she made it up. That's what I'm understanding. She made up the prophecy. I think. Oh, okay. Oh, it's clicking. It's clicking. That is probably where the rumor came from, because he was in the same room with his dad when he died. Got it. Okay. See, it just takes me a little bit of time to read the chapter. No, the prophecy is legit. It is? All right, man, let me just get y'all up here, man, because I'm about to just start literally rambling and stumbling. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, whatever. Let me just get y'all up. I'm about to send the link, man. Y'all can jump on. Let's talk the chapter, because I got a lot of questions. Strawberry said, absolutely not. Nigga says, yes, his mom dies in the next year. Interesting. So, what's going on, bro?
What's up, Ree?
Whoa! What?
Sorry.
What is
Yes.
Oh, Strawberry.
No,
Oh, I gotta pull it.
I thought you was somebody new for a second.
I know.
It looks nice.
What are we doing here? What?
My mom got married, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, you gotta celebrate the occasion.
Shout out to you.
Well, okay.
Shout out
Everybody
to
else.
mom. Hope mom is happy.
Yeah, she is. I'm super happy for my mom. She got married on Saturday, but I got to enjoy nothing because I was working and I was bridesmaid. So I'm set up crew, bridesmaid, cleanup crew. We did not leave that hotel.
Oh, you mom first commander. I see what's going on. You the female version of Ben Beckman right now. That's what's happening. I got you.
Well, we'll say that's my sister. My sister was definitely that, but me, I was definitely number two.
You and your sister, Dorian Broggie. That's what I meant to say.
Yo, she
right?
looked like the big mom pirate, the sister who's always like really serious, like I forgot her name.
Smoothie?
No, not Smoothie. She looked like a little bit of Smoothie, but there's another sister. She had the purple hair.
Oh, I can't remember her name, but I know you're talking about.
Purple hair.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
She had like the butter fruit or
You
something.
said Galette.
Yeah, Galette. There we go. Alex knew.
Who is that?
Well, look her up.
I don't look her. I got you. Fully said it'll be on soon.
Yeah, that's great.
And then Red Face said, "Read those animals you saw, by the way, are Loki victims."
Yes, you didn't go over that. You didn't go over that part of the panel.
Yeah, that's what
Did I miss the panel?
Look at the other panel.
That's what I was
Loki beheads a wolf in the underworld.
Wait,
Not a wolf, a bear. A bear, I think. Like baby Loki beat.
That's
right before baby Loki climbs up the hill, climbs up the mountain. He climbs up the tree. He beheads a bear, a fully grown bear.
Did I miss that? Okay, wait.
Yep, right under. Look under the panel.
Yeah.
Look at that silhouette. Yeah, boom.
Are you talking about this middle one?
Yep,
Yeah.
he's detaching a bear's head. If you could peek.
Oh,
silhouette.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
And one more thing I wanted to specify about the prophecy. The prophecy is something we knew about coming into Elbaf, because Jinbei and Robin, I think, talked about it. But remember, Big Mom trashes Elbaf the year later that Loki is born, and that's the same year that Loki mom's dies. So all these things happen. Like, we knew about this stuff before the art kind of began for real.
So, man, I got so many questions. Okay, well, let me stay on that real quick. All right. So there's no way that she could have just made this prophecy up.
No, because Loki does kill King Harold. Maybe not in cold blood, but he does kill him. So
let me ask you.
Can't say it's wrong if the dude does grow up to end up really bodying his pops. For better or for worse, he does body his pops.
Let me ask this.
Okay.
If we do find out that he didn't kill him, like it was what, because we don't really know what happened in that room yet.
I mean, Loki kind of already confirmed it. He says, "You really think I killed my father? I killed our father in cold blood," which implies that you killed him, just not for no reason. It wasn't in cold blood. So I mean, we can wait for it. I'm just saying, he kind of already told us.
I'll say this because I think I got another take. I guess let me give you my other take on that. Right?
Yeah, sure.
This is how I perceive Loki saying that. I perceived him saying that, right? Because we've already talked about how Loki, like, could potentially just be accepting the reality of the situation because it's easier, like taking on I killed him. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy for the sake of Elbaf type thing. What if he's asking him, like, you really think I killed my father in cold blood? Not as I killed him. Do you think I killed him unjustly? But like, do you really think I killed him type thing? Like, you really think I would be capable of that? Like, he's just now cracking and like kind of switching tune. Now he's like, okay, like, let me drop the facade. You really think I would be capable of that? I know I've been kind of playing this game, but like, let's be for real, brother. Like,
I don't think it's a facade. Because it goes into why he doesn't even remember. A chapter ago, he's telling Hadrudin, I don't want to tell this story again. Like, this was traumatizing for me to go through. I walked into the throne room, saw my father's soldiers killing him, not knowing what's going on. This is Kaz headcanon now, Nika headcanon. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make sense of what's going on. Then maybe he was Domi Reversied or whatever the case may be, because remember, there is 100 Elbaf warrior skeletons in the throne room. Yeah. Which means after they did all that stabbing to the king, he then goes on to do something else. The king doesn't die. He does something unnatural. And that's what causes Loki to take action or something like that, maybe. Or maybe Loki's the one that bodies the 100 soldiers. But either way, I don't think the 100 soldiers or how many ever skeletons, I don't think it was for no reason, right? And then I just wanted to add this too. That's part of why Elbaf's military is the way it is now. They don't have soldiers anymore. They got the King's Guard was annihilated, literally. Mm-hmm. So all they got is the giant warrior pirates for it. Loki curse. They don't even have an armada. That's dead now. That's why they're depending on Saul and a couple teachers. They don't have what they had before because it's gone. So that goes into why the Elbath is the way it is now.
Lame.
I wanted to say that.
Lame.
But yeah,
I got you.
I do think that he killed his dad. I just think there was a reason for killing his dad. Like I think his dad wanted him to kill him. Like something was wrong, where it's like, yo, you have to stop me, Loki. If you don't stop me, like I might put Elbath in danger. Like I have to be stopped. I think his father and Loki knew what was going on in the moment, and I think he kind of helped. I think killing his dad was a justice. I'm starting to think that's how this is starting to look to me. Where his dad was, especially if his dad was Domi Reversi, which is the crazy part.
What I'll throw just one more theory at the wall. Let me know if it sticks. What if? Because again, after reading this chapter, I don't know. But what if this guy here is the one that took him out? The guy who also came in and took the fruit.
That's a possibility. I mean, yeah, I can't rule it out.
That's kind of where I'm like, okay, he's in the room with them. It's easier to just take the fall, right? The fruit's gone. Like, all right, screw it. Like, it's not gonna be. I can't explain what happened because maybe he was Domi Reversi, right? But I don't know. But like, I can't really explain what's gonna happen. You guys aren't gonna believe me anyway. The guy who's with me, Chief of Rule, he can't remember. He's got the sword through his head, right? Like, F it. You know what? I got it. I did it. It's me. Hate me. Just hate me. I'm the one. Like, I don't know. That's kind of that's the vibes I'm getting.
No, you're right. Those are the vibes. I just think he still killed his father. Like, it's easy for him. It's easy for Harald to be like, for Gerald to be like, hey, Loki, you might have killed the king, but I'm pretty sure once everyone hears the story, they would understand. He's like, no, don't give nobody no reason. Exactly what you're saying. Don't give nobody no reason and let them hate me. Like, regardless, they're not going to understand it anyways. That's my pops. I had to do what I had to do. I'll live with that hate. Like, that's kind of how, like, I agree with you, Reed. I think that's exactly what's going on. I just still think he kills his dad in the process of all that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think both things could highly be true here. That's what I think. But I just think he does kill his dad because no one's going to tell you that you killed your dad and then you respond, oh, well, I didn't do it in cold blood. It's like, no, if you didn't do it, you just didn't do it. He's telling you I didn't do it in cold blood. Like, no, you have to disattach that. Because once you're telling me that you did it, like, it's like saying, hey, it's like if somebody goes, well, hey, did you rob the bank? And you go, well, I robbed it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're asserting yourself and you're involving yourself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not disattached. There's no reason why you should have to tell someone. I regress, actually. I'm not going to go there. If I go there, it's going to be my head cannon.
Let me do like a quick real life parallel. I promise we're going to move off this, but this is actually very important. Let me do a quick real life parallel. This is for the boys. All right. Strawberry, you might not get this. That's okay, though. All right. So y'all have been in a situation.
For the boys? Or
this is for the boys.
For the boys.
For the boys.
Okay. I thought you said from the boys.
No. I haven't watched that show, which I heard is good, but either way.
Atrociously graphic, but
great
show.
Okay, for sure. So check me out. So you with your homies, right? And you got a girl that you like, yeah, we gonna do something this weekend, right? They're like, oh, you pulled this girl ass crazy, bro. Yeah. And you tell them for sure it's going down, man. You already know what it is. I'm that guy. You already know what I'm about to do, right? Mm-hmm. So the weekend passes, you come back, and they're like, I know what you did. How was it though? The whole time you ain't even do nothing for real. But you ain't gonna be like, oh, yeah, I ain't really do nothing. You know what we gonna say? You know what it is. You know what I do. You know how I get down. I ain't going into detail. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like, man, you come on, you know what I did. You already know. You ain't gonna go into detail though. You just gonna tell them, hey, I did a little something, But you're not gonna tell them you did or you didn't. You're just gonna say, hey, man, it is what it is, and we're just gonna keep it moving. I think that Loki is in that same situation. He just took on the responsibility, and up to the point of like him saying like the cold blood thing. I think he's really just saying. He could also have said, "Do you really think I just killed my father?" Like I think that me personally, I take it as because I'll say it like this: people already think that he killed them in cold blood. So him saying, "Do you really think I killed him in cold blood?" is not like odd or off for the moment. I think
No,
it
that's
makes
what he
sense for
should
him to
say.
say it like
We-
that.
At the end of the day, we had our problems, but you know I love my father, bro. Like he talked the same talk about spearheading for Elbath he gave to you. I was right next to you in that panel, bro. Like
Right.
I drew and I was there. So
Right.
I definitely understand the sentiment. To me, it's just he dies. Like this is my whole thing, right? Because it's about it all comes into what happens next. Because we see the panel, we see him getting damn near assassinated. I don't think his men are attacking him for no reason. So it's either his men are Domi Reversi attacking him for no reason, or he's tripping out and now his men have a reason to attack him. I think it got to a situation where he might have been Domi Reversi, if not Domi Reversi. Something set this man off and he's going crazy now and he's about to off his men. And in order to stop him, you got to think about it. His sword is in Geralt's head. If Loki does not stop him, more people die. That's how I think this goes down. So he needed to be stopped. And I think Loki killed his dad, not in cold blood, but is as a justice. Like to set the to literally okay, I was watching the Japanese translator, you know how I do. And the
Yeah.
dude was explaining how the word like the demon horn and the way they're being domi reversed, it seems like the horn, like one of the kanjis, it means horn in a good way and horn in a bad way. Horn, the demon
Okay.
horn in a good way, but I mean in a bad way, as in the horn is there, but the only good way, the possible way to take them out of being domi reversed is by breaking the horn. Is a possibility. That's what he was saying because
Okay.
of how it's being used in the kanji. And now, if that's true, then what did he say? What did Geralt say? He said it's like when Loki and Harold were fighting. They were both trying to find reasoning for like being the sun god or some crap like that. He said something like that in a few panels ago. So for me, I don't know. I just feel like this was one of those things where Loki did what he did, but it was to help his father. Just no one's gonna get that. No one's gonna get that this is a justice helping his. The only person that would get that is the dude with the sword in the middle of the skull. So good luck with that.
My final question on this before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of the chapter. If it comes out that he didn't kill him, that would make this backstory even crazier. That she spread the false theory that disseminated through the kingdom and everyone believed. And then that would probably
I just think the prophecy is legit though, because the lucky horse dies a year after Loki's born. The lucky horse dies. His mom dies. Big Mom comes to Elbath, messes up one of the old beards. Destroys a whole village. Like a lot happens in a year after this guy dies, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have any prior knowledge of the prophecy except for what she just said in that panel, which we don't know if that's something I'll give you this. I don't know if it's something that she made up or if somebody did tell her the actual prophecy.
Right.
Because the way things are playing out, someone did tell her the actual prophecy, unless she was a prophet herself. Because I don't think they do it in the Viz translation, but she talks about how she's a practitioner of the earth wind arts or some crap like that. Okay, no one knows what I'm talking about. She was saying some crap like that in the chapter, but that might have just been TCB. In the Viz, it might say something different. I didn't read the Viz.
Yeah, hold on, I got it right here. It just said she's the prestigious daughter from Brewer's Village. But okay, but this is my point. Hold on, make sure I don't forget my point. Okay, if she's not some type of prophet on her deathbed justifying throwing away her kid, I just think it's crazy that
no, I don't think that's justice for it. There's no justifying what she did.
Well,
there's no justifying
I just think it's like you're just throwing everything at the wall. Like literally we find out on her deathbed, well, I'm doing this anyway because there's a prophecy and right? Like I just think, which first off, that's crazy because that's your kid. But we didn't hear, like from Elbath at least. I know we kind of knew something prior to the arc, but we didn't hear it out of the king's mouth. we didn't hear it from anyone else before her that this prophecy existed. That's why I'm just kind of like, especially with the flashback, like in the flashback is what I'm talking about, not like present day. In the flashback, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. I just on your deathbed throwing the prophecy out. Free Loki. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Free Loki.
Nah, that's done in a lot of shows where they have prophecies. They did that in Game of Thrones. They do that in a lot of shows where like
Yes.
prophecies
I just
on the
don't believe
deathbed
her.
are pretty practical. No.
I just don't believe her.
I
Not
mean,
gonna
I
hold you.
feel you, but the dude did die. The father's dead. You feel me? So regardless of what, until it gets confirmed that Loki did not kill his dad, she was right. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that don't justify nothing she did. I
I
stand
just
on
feel
that.
like
But
it was like a wrong time type
her
thing.
saying, "Hey, one day the king is gonna die by the hands of his son." Then we fast forward all these years later, and Loki's being accused of killing his father. That's a, as Van Auger would say, that's a weird quirk of fate. You feel me? So that's why I
I
said, well,
mean,
regardless if the prophecy is real or not, there are accusations at hand. You feel me? And your boy is on trial.
that's
So
fair.
this is what it is. He's like, I'm a Loki fan. I've been knew Loki was good money, but we still got to figure out exactly what happened. You feel me? Like I said, I still think he did it justice. Until proven otherwise, I don't think it was. I don't think he did. He killed his dad on some like, yeah, I'm Loki, fuck nigga, yeah, die. I don't think he was on no type of time like that. I think that was his dad. It was just his dad was wilding, and he like, yo, I gotta stop him. It's my father.
Okay.
That's my responsibility. Plus, all these guys are cooked. If I leave, anyways.
Well, I guess we'll see. Hopefully next chapter.
Okay, I'm done now, though. I'm done.
Now you're good. All right, man. What's going on, guys? I'm coming to you as far as your thoughts on the chapter last, since we just talked all that time. Everyone else didn't talk yet. What's up, Strawberry? What are your thoughts on the chapter, and what do you rate it?
I don't like this one.
Whoa.
I don't like this chapter, and it is because of the mom. It is because of the mom. I don't like this mom at all. The fact that you threw your newborn baby off the side of a mountain is crazy. No, nope. I can't. I can't fuck with this chapter. Not like that. Sorry, 0. I don't like it. Like and Zah, the baby coddling is crazy. Okay, these are newborns we're talking about. They can't do anything for themselves. Well, okay.
Loki did. Yeah, Loki did.
Shut up. That's what I was getting to. Shut up. That's what I was getting to. Obviously, Haruden can't. There's something different about Loki. So I don't know how a minute-old baby is hanging off of the side of a cliff. I don't get that. But there's something different about Loki. I'm just on the Loki bandwagon now just because of this chapter. Because this is absolutely crazy. Your mom disowned you as soon as she saw you. That's crazy to me. I don't like this mom. I am glad that she's dead. I wish she would have fell off the side of the cliff.
Rogue died the minute she saw Ace. She decided she didn't need to live no more.
But that wasn't because she didn't want to. She
medical conditions. Yeah.
Yo, Alex, shut up. You just gotta know when to tell him to shut up.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
don't
you're
address
trolling
that
right
point.
now, bro. Like,
tell him shut up, laugh, and keep it pushing.
Okay, all right. I don't be knowing half the time. Like,
Alex knows what he's doing.
Come on, bro. Like, yo,
man. Out of all the moms that we have met, I hate her more than Big Mom, and I don't like Big Mom like that. But I do respect Big Mom. At least she had all her damn kids. Some of her kids are ugly as heck. Okay,
she tells them to their face.
And she tells them to their face.
She's honest.
Yeah, she's realistic with the kid. She wants to know what that is.
This royal bitch look at was just like, oh no, you're no child of mine. I didn't bear no child. I didn't go through all that labor and pregnancy I didn't go through it. That was all for nothing. I don't want no more. I don't like, no, I don't appreciate that at all.
Okay.
Makes me like Loki even more. You know what? Makes me, I don't like that.
What do you rate the chapter?
0.
0, man.
The mom? God damn.
Okay.
I don't
You
like it. I don't
appreciate
like it.
You don't appreciate that Estrid was willing to like leave all those riches and just go home though.
What?
Like when she was just like after baby, she just wanted to leave. You don't appreciate how like she wasn't really a gold digger. She was willing to leave all the riches, leave the life of like royalty behind, just to like get away from that baby.
What kind of a mother is that?
I mean, that's a good. It shows that she, her priorities. I mean, she wasn't really a gold digger. I mean,
No.
she just, didn't
I
like.
don't give a care about her being a gold. She's
has
married
no-
to a king. Okay,
You got some
she's
high
married
level
to a
trolls.
king.
I'm not gonna lie.
Either way,
Other people like demon babies.
She has no redeeming qualities, bro. There's no way.
listen.
Facts.
I'm
Thank
pretty
you,
sure. I'm pretty sure where she comes from, she got money like that. I'm pretty sure. She didn't look like she didn't come from nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree with that.
So
Yeah, she's she's prestigious. Yeah, she got money.
Exactly. So you're leaving money to go back to money. I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
my problem is that
crazy.
you looked at your baby, and instead of trying to understand what's going on with your baby, why did this happen to your child in particular, you throw him off a cliff into the underworld.
I have
That's
a question.
This is a monster. This is not my kid. Like, maybe that monster came from you. You don't know.
I have a question. When did she ever give you good mom
Protect
vibes
your
in
husband.
anything that you read from her?
said
I'm just
what?
asking a question. When did she ever give you good mom vibes?
She never has.
That's a fair point.
She
never
never gave you
has,
good mom vibes.
but-
I'm not.
Oh no,
really
no. She gave me good mom vibes right up until she saw her baby. They were just like, "Oh, it's a boy. Okay, let me see my baby." Oh no, that's a monster. Throw him off the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, she was smiling. I mean, Strawberry got a point. She was actually happy. I got
She had hope. She had hope.
She was actually happy to see.
She was happy until that moment.
She was
She
happy
was
to
actually
get it
very
out.
happy.
She had
She
hope.
was
Happy to get it out.
I'm with Zah on this one. She was
She was
happy.
happy to
Of
get
course
it
she's
out.
happy. She just had the king's baby. Of course she's happy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She just solidified her spot
Her
in the
position.
castle. Yeah, that's why she's happy. I don't think she was a good mom at all, though.
Nah, like
Well,
that's why
no,
I get
I
it.
mean, he asked me my opinion.
Remember,
So I'm giving
Boa
my
kicks cats. No, you're right on that. You're right for that. I was just saying, but remember, Boa kicks cats, and I love Boa. So.
And I love cats.
I don't.
If your
Cats,
wife,
cats is I ain't gonna hold you.
just like
Yeah,
your wife or husband, like, well, I guess it doesn't really work for husband. If your wife would die from the childbirth, would you want to abort the baby?
No.
Man, what a question. Hold
Baby's
on.
already here. That's not
If my
abortion.
wife
That's
would
murder.
die from the.
Well, I mean, she
Yeah.
knows he's gonna kill the husband though, so like she's trying to look out for her husband.
Do I have a third option?
No.
No, you either
Wait, you're saying if she knows she's gonna die after like
the
giving birth?
childbirth will kill her. Yeah, if she knows the childbirth will kill her, would you abort the baby to save your wife's life, or would you just have the baby and then raise that? And, like,
That
get
is
your
a
wife?
tough question. That is a tough question.
I
That's
would
what
just.
Esther
lot of
says,
people-
I'd rather let my husband live than let this demon
That's a
baby
God
live.
question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Yo, I'm getting different vibes though. I'm getting totally different vibes.
What vibes
from
are you
that
getting?
part. The vibes I'm getting is that's a false prophecy. That's the vibes I'm getting. I'm not getting what y'all are getting. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm
Wait
not
a
gonna lie to you. I don't get that at all, especially with like how prophecies have been portrayed in One Piece. and
One
whatnot.
Piece, yeah, I'm kind of lost, Bree.
Yeah, for real. Because like we've had prophecies, and most of the prophecy, like Luffy's whole thing is that he doesn't want to be the embodiment of a prophecy or someone's dreams and whatnot type shit, right? And like we have seen prophecies that were like, you know what, like Luffy sinking Fisherman Island and whatnot. We all don't know how that's gonna play out and whatnot, but it's a prophecy that's been foretold and whatnot. And we're seeing that Oda is introducing the idea of prophecies being played out in unique ways. And I don't know how that's gonna be interpreted because we all like the whole Sun God Nika thing is to rile against, I guess, like to make your own freedom and rile against what is a prophecy, a set of rules and whatnot.
I hear
But
you.
if she knew about the prophecy, why have the king's baby in the first place?
Money.
She had hope.
No, I think she was told about that during the
No,
pregnancy.
I think she knew the prophecy.
We
and
don't
she was
know,
hoping
though.
it was Hadrian the whole time.
Well,
Like she always hoped that Hadrian would be that kid. That's why she was
I guess-
hitting on the side.
My problem, like where I come up with like the prophecy thing, is like, why didn't we think it could have been Hadrudin? Like, there was
Wait, it could have been.
Yo, that was my point. I was
Wait,
going
hold
to say
on.
that.
No one ever said it. No one ever said it couldn't be. It couldn't have been Hadrudin. It just.
Well, I'm saying it wasn't brought up in. That's where I'm
No,
having
I
an
think-
issue.
Because
think
the
the
prophecy
reason-
came after this kid came, like in the midst of this kid being conceived and made and all that. That's why.
No, Kez, I think the prophecy was before that because, like, remember how she wanted like to close the doors to the east? She didn't want the aura escaping that way. I think it's because she thought Hadrian, who lived in the east, would be that kid that was going to kill Harold. Wasn't until she saw Loki that she's like, "Oh shit, it's going to be him."
That's fair too. Yeah, that's very fair.
Fair
too.
point. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely was getting that kind of vibe of like she was just like, oh, it's that one, the one that's not like of like our royal blood, the one of ancient giant blood.
I mean, that's
their child is the bad one, not the child that we're finna make.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can say that. I'm just saying, no matter what you say, she saw a demon baby and did something about it. So, and the way you could say regardless of for better or worse, and like I said, for better or worse of King Harold dying, it could be for the best reason in the world that Loki killed his father. It could be for the best reason in the world that Luffy destroys Fishman Island. The point is, the vision happens, bro. Like it's a prophecy, and how the stuff plays in One Piece, that's gonna, regardless of what we think. It happened. He's being accused for killing his dad, like the prophecy was saying. So, regardless of what, we're here now. You feel me, Reed? That's all I'm saying. So, if
I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let y'all have it. But again, it's not sitting right with me. I didn't hear the Kings mention it not one time. Like, oh, what if? On her deathbed, then we get a. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, it was a prophecy. Yeah. Get him away from me. I'm not gonna hold you, brother. Not gonna hold you. I'm gonna let y'all have it, but I'm not sold. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just not sold yet. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, so Strawberry gave it a 0 out of 10. Got it. Za, what are your thoughts on the chapter?
I like the chapter. I'm loving the history. I love what it gives. For me, the mom is the mom. She never really showed like she was in this to be in it for the long run. It seemed like she was more in it to be. It's a boost for her. It is what it is. Loki, we love him. I'm saying I agree with you, Reed. I think it's Hadrudin. Why is he so upset about everything? Like even to this day, like he'll just look at his brother and be like, yo, I don't like you. I'm like, nah, bro. That anger, that's a little forced, bro. You did something that you aren't proud of, and you can blame it on Loki because Loki has a stain of everything. I don't trust him. Machete should have broke his arm. Machete should have broke his arm in Dressrosa. And I hate that arc, but he should have broke his arm back in Dressrosa, man. I'm telling you, watch out for him. Hadrudin doing something, man. I'm thinking he's doing something. I think he did something.
You went deeper than I was. Pause.
I think he did something, man.
I can't lie. I don't think Hadrudin was around when Loki killed his dad.
Don't laugh at that, Strawberry. I see you.
It's easy. Yeah, see, you don't know. It's easy to play. Oh, your brother was there. I'm telling you. Watch out. Hadrudin did it. Hadrudin did it. Even as a kid.
I'm gonna let you know that what you're saying kind of doesn't make any sense. You realize that your father is dead, and you're not going to be mad at the person that they say killed your father.
No,
and it's your own brother.
Yes,
I'm gonna be highly upset for a very long time.
But he's hated him since jump. Remember, he's like, yo, that's not my brother and all that type of stuff. So that hate could fester.
Okay, that is a mama's boy thing. Don't read too deep into
I'm
that.
telling you, man. I'm telling you.
No. That's a mama's boy thing. Because guess what? If I start hugging on another baby, guess what my son is gonna do? I want some attention too.
Even
that
more reason for him to do that. Yo, I'm
Zah,
telling
you
yo.
probably did that as a kid too. Shut up.
Why would I do that?
I'm not gonna hold you. That's an interesting. I definitely was not on that wavelength. The
Come on,
interesting
bro.
thought.
Come
I don't.
on.
No.
I'm telling you.
I gotta let that one simmer. Did you hear that,
Let-
Nika?
You ain't want to though.
Telling
Say
you,
it
bro.
again. My headphones is tripping.
So basically, he's saying, what if Hajrudin is the actual kid that's supposed to do it, and Hajrudin is also guilty of more than he leads on, instead of Loki being the problem kid.
Because remember, even as the kids, remember Saba was the ostracized one. It was Stelly the one who was a piece of shit. Who was the coddled one? That's what I'm talking about. Yo, it's there. It's all fucking there, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Zah,
I'm not gonna say it's all. I'm not gonna say it's all there, but what
not-
Zah is saying is like that was an early Elbaf theory that Hajrudin was the op. So
Man, come on, bro. Why does Scopper Gabon have to tell you to release him? That you aren't releasing him like for anything. I'm like, bro, because he knows some stuff. He saw some shit that you did. That's why, yo, I don't want him. 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 I'm not letting him. I'm not letting him. I'm like, yo,
Zah,
get
you
your whole
keep
ass
saying
up.
coddling. You keep saying coddling when Harudin's mom was just being a mom. Like, it's natural for moms to, yes, baby their sons, especially.
I think where he's coming from. Okay, initial coddling as a newborn is crazy, but I think what he's talking about right now though is more so maybe coddling's not the right word. He just had a very healthy upbringing. That's what he should be saying.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But
We are
think
not going to
about it.
penalize Harudin
That's
for
not what I'm
having a
trying to say.
healthy mother, for having a
not what I'm
healthy
trying to
mother-son
say.
connection. We're not gonna
They
we're
had
not gonna
too
do
much
that.
of a
Don't blame
healthy
it on the way that his mother raised him.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they probably had too much of a healthy conversation, whatever it is. And then when he saw her hug a Loki, instant hate. Yo, why is he hugging my mom? Like jealousy. That's the type of shit you feed off.
He
of.
didn't
And
hug
that's
the
type
baby. He was thrown off the side of a cliff.
No, she's talking about when
later in life, maybe.
Yes, and that's why when he saw that, that's when he got upset about it.
Yeah, it's a big head cannon.
Yo, man, I'm on my shit.
Hold on, somebody's mic
No,
is.
you're not, Zah.
Like,
I don't know.
But,
to me, what you said is completely stupid.
Strawberry, what he's talking about is the second to last panel when Ida was talking to Harudin about that being her brother and if she could see the baby too, and when he was like, "Oh, he's not my brother," that's where he was talking about the jealousy was starting to fester.
He was starting to fester right then and there, and he was.
And
like,
I'm explaining it to. I don't know how many times I have to explain it to you, Zah. That is a typical mother-son relationship. Kids get jealous of their younger siblings. Okay, that's a normal thing.
I think where he's going is saying that the jealousy stayed. Like it didn't. He never outgrew it. He stayed jealous of him, and he continued to what's the word? Resent. He started to resent him. That's where he's going with that. It was bigger than like even when he was like even when he became an adult, he still didn't like him. I think that's where Zah's going. You're right though, Strawberry, but am I right, Zah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You're right, Reed.
Okay.
What I'm saying, think about
but
it.
It still doesn't make sense.
It's like
it still doesn't make sense. How can you be jealous of someone that nobody likes?
No, it could be. You gotta remember. Hold on, Strawberry. You gotta remember, like, there's a legit panel of Loki beating Hajrudin's ass as kids and saying this is supposed to be my older brother. Psych. That right there is enough to Cain and Abel anything. If you know the origins of Cain and Abel.
This is true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Okay, but then at that point, can you really call that jealousy and not just being mad at your brother for doing for doing that to you? Why would you call it jealousy?
Well, because he's big. Well, no, I'll say you could be jealous because he's bigger than you, he's stronger than you, he's faster than you,
Yeah,
you're older.
like he has everything. Okay, basically the way Hadrudin will look at it is you have everything that I would want to be a rightful heir. I'm just not a rightful heir. You have it, and instead of doing what you're supposed to do with it, bro, you shit on it. Like you show up to the throne room, you're acting crazy, you're doing this and that. Problem with Hadrudin is he don't know. Loki just being his dad before his dad met your mother. That's all it is, bro. Because that's little. If you go back to the last chapter, the same panel of Harold kicking the guy into the building, the very panel we get with Loki, he's doing the very same thing to the guy trying to keep him out of the throne room. He's like, bro, that's my pops, bro. Like, I don't care what you say. I'm here to see my old man move, kick him straight through the door. This is Sparta type vibes. Straight 300 type vibes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. Howard probably visited him. He was probably like, yo, why can't I go with you? All that type of stuff was he in her Juden's mind. It's like, yo, I'm an outcast. Why is this dude who's doing this? Nah, I'm the one who I'm the nice kid. All that type of stuff festers in kids' head, and he never got off it. And then you get beat up by him too? Oh no. Yeah. Listen, telling you, bro.
I just don't listen to you. I take information better from everybody else but you.
You just I can actually let me make it make sense. Let me make it make sense for what Zah is saying, right? He's preaching the Renly and Stannis side of things, but more beef and animosity between the two of them. So basically what he's saying is, okay, I'm Hadrudin, I want to unite all the giants. The best way to unite all the giants is if I'm king of the giants. How do I become king of the giants? I find a way to pin the people's hate against the actual heir, so he can't be the heir anymore because no one wants him on the throne. Now that's how we get me on the throne, because I have my father's blood in my vein, though I am not a pure blood. So this either they're gonna accept Loki on the throne or they're gonna accept me on the throne. I already got the people not liking Loki, or Loki already doing enough to harm his own cause. I'm just gonna help spearhead that, and then I'm gonna do what I'm doing. What's the best way for Elbaf? I do believe in the division my father had, but the village elders weren't with it because remember, they kept his mother out. So Hadrudin actually got reason to beef with Elbaf for real. If he wanted to be the op, he could. I don't think it is, because I would hate to think that a Straw Hat Grand Fleet member is a op. If that ended up happening, that would be very interesting, though. That the Judas comes from, like I said, somebody probably would betray Luffy. I mean, but at the same time, I don't want it to be Hadrudin. I'd rather it be the other girl that's.
But for him, it wouldn't be betraying Luffy. I think the straw that's probably gonna turn him is the fact that Luffy asks Loki to join, especially when he hates that motherfucker. I think that's what is trying to send Hadrudin on this path.
Not really, because he actually, and this is why I don't believe in the theory, because Loki is full on against. I mean, Hadrudin's full on against Loki until Luffy says what he says. Because when Luffy says what he says, Hadrudin looks at Luffy and says, "Yo, so your instincts are telling you this, Straw Hat." Which means, and if you look at Luffy and his instincts, he doesn't have a bad heart. He's a good guy. And Hadrudin knows this about his captain. That's why he's like, "Yo, so is your instincts telling you this, Straw Hat? Because I trust your instincts. If there's anything I trust, it's your instincts. You know, you're the man who befriended you're the man who befriended the Mad Bull in Dressrosa. So if your instincts are telling you this, and I follow you off of Usopp. So if your instincts are telling you this, I do have reason to sit here and believe in your instinct. I just can't let go that he might have killed my dad. So if he could give me this story and tell me what's real rap, I could put it to the side. If the story ain't real rap, then he's not going to put it to the side. I would say if they didn't have that interaction with Luffy and Hadrudin, I'd be more on the side to agree with Zah, but I'm not. I do think he's not. I don't think Hadrudin's on that type of time.
I just want to add to that too, Nika. Don't forget, after that interaction, though, he told him that he can't. Loki's been condemned to death, and he can't have him. Right after that panel.
Yeah, but he only says that because he's still feeling how he feels about his dad. That's why everything is left up to this story Loki is telling. If Hadrudin doesn't hear what he wants to hear in this Loki story, then it's cooked. But I'm guessing at the end of this flashback, the only way we get to progression in the story is at the end of this flashback, we release Loki.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going for it. So he needs to hear the story to find out exactly what happened. Oh, go ahead.
Why wouldn't he just kill Loki now? Why would he want to hear the story? Why wouldn't Loki have mentioned that he was there too?
Well, he might not have seen. I'm not. I'm not. By the way, I'm not even on the fully with the theory that Zod's spitting.
Oh, that's what Alex said. Okay,
I think it's possible that he doesn't know that Haruden was the one. He honestly, for all I know, Haruden could have been the silhouetted guy at the treasure chest. For all I know.
No, it wouldn't make sense. That part.
I'm not on it. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know why that would have been the case.
But if I'm trying to kill you to get rid of you so I can be the next king, why would I want to hear a story from you so I could possibly not kill you? Like, what would be the point of that?
There is no point.
I don't know. This isn't my theory either. I don't know.
I mean, the only way you could say is if he's acting right now. Then Hadruden is doing a good job at acting as a brother or a son that wants to hear out the story. But I don't think he's acting. I think he's legit. I think he's legit. I think Hadruden is what we getting right now. You know?
I think he's too far gone. I don't trust it. Man. I'm seeing something.
That's fair.
I'm seeing something.
We'll see. Alex, what's your thoughts? What's your rating on the chapter, bro?
The last two were pretty heat, but this one's like a solid like 7, maybe 6. This one wasn't that great.
Man, okay. Interesting. Why?
Just not much happened, especially nothing that I really cared about. Like honestly, like seeing Harold told backstory, all this made me do was care less about Harold and like Dory and Broggy. I came out of this thinking like, yeah, they were really just not nearly as cool as I thought.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Oh, also, what I was gonna say is that Gerd and like Big Mom's thing when she like trashes that town is the same year. It's like a few months after Loki's born. Like Loki is born the same year as like Rodo and Goldberg.
So that's okay. That's what I'm expecting. Next chapter, we're gonna get Big Mom lore. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, Big Mom is like a few months after Loki's birth, and Rodo and Goldberg are like born the same year as Loki.
Oh, so Loki's older than Big Mom.
No, he's not.
Big Mom is already Big Mom's already on the island. Fucking
okay. I was just putting it together.
Like right now, she's probably on the island and one of those villages right now, eating like food or talking to Mother Caramel and running around with Elbaf.
Exactly.
Probably he's cool with Jared right now. Like right now, Hadruden's going through the training and shit.
Yeah, Hadruden's getting trained by like what's his name, Ryan or something like that.
Yeah, some giant nigga.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Hadruden's like 18 right now. When Loki's born, he's 18.
Okay, that makes sense because I remember the back.
And Big Mom is 5, about to turn 6. Like her birthday is like a few months after this too.
Got it. Red Face, thoughts, bro?
Red.
He's been quiet.
He's been quiet for a while.
He said a few things, but I don't even know.
You fall asleep.
It is late over there. Okay. Well,
Shanks is a black bear victim. All right, he's asleep.
Oh, he's definitely not there then.
If somebody's named Red Face and you talk about Shanks in a bad way and he don't say nothing, he not there.
He not.
Yeah, I know. He's the biggest Shanks fanboy I've ever seen in my life, bro. Ugh.
I don't think that's true. I feel like you're saying that to trigger a response.
No, I'm saying that for a
okay. Just want to make sure.
No, Benzo is a way bigger. Shanks fan.
I know like 5 people bigger Shanks Glazers.
Benzo's a heavy
Shanks fan. I haven't talked to Benzo in forever. So
ABK.
This is recency bias.
Like Benzo's picture here on StreamYard is Shanks.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
And on Discord.
That's what the kids call glaze. Oh my God, please.
Yeah, bro.
Do something better.
Fresh order Krispy Kreme, man.
Good Lord.
Fooly. What you got, Fooly? Thoughts, man? Rating?
The ironic thing about it is that Fooly about to say something smart.
Oh,
I thought the chapter was solid. I enjoyed what I read so far. I think the thing that like really got me or like I find interesting is the world building and filling in that Oda does. Cause I think we're in like a point of like masterful writing that I don't think people are really like observing or wearing. We've known so much about Elbaf, but like Oda is circling a dot for us in a weird way that I like. They're like, oh no, Harold, you probably asked for Caramel to show up. All those children that got sold into the Navy was because you were being such a big heart. Like that's just interesting as fuck to think about because he's like, oh, we need to do this and this and that. That's how vultures come into your fucking kingdom right there. By you being like, oh, yeah, I think that's fucking interesting as shit. And seeing how that led to like Big Mom and like everything with Big Mom and like how Nika said next chapter again more about Big Mom. I want to see how Loki and Lola, that whole thing going to go down and whatnot, and everything and whatnot. And yeah, and I hate to say this chapter has gotten me think that maybe like this is a weird take. I'm thinking Mosa is like Haruden's mom a little bit.
Wait, what about Haruden's mom?
I'm thinking that I think I'm giving like that's just me. I'm like I don't know. I just think that like in a little bit of me is just like that. Yeah, that like I think that Mosa could be Haruden's mom and whatnot. Just a little bit, not like a whole solid theory to, but like something in my gut, just like, that could be Haruden's mom and whatnot.
They never tell us what happens to her, or we don't know what happens to Haruden's mom if she's even still alive. We don't know jack shit. So that's not far. That's not too out the blue. You feel me?
Yep.
Hey,
you got the flame on right now. You
I told you gonna say something smart.
You got the flame, bro. I'm listening, bro.
I told you.
Okay.
Who you gonna say some smart ass shit? Then told y'all niggas, bro.
I still like the Gunko theory for Mosa.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yes, that is where the bank.
I don't want to let that theory go.
Not letting it go, but I'm a theorist. I can respect something interesting. So I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I would say overall, I have to give this chapter. I give it like a 8.
That's what I gave it. Yes.
Yeah, I give it 8. I'm one of those people who like Loki's like I feel bad for homie, but like I don't feel bad for homie at all. I'm not even like I'm just one of those people where it's just like you live the rest of your life as a prince.
He chose to be a fucking menace. He didn't have to do that shit. He did not have to do that. I'm with Foolie. Yeah, I'm with Foolie. He could have. He got okay. Good, mom. She dies a year later. Dad lets you know I love you and my other son. All you got to do is fall in line. Get right. That's all he had to do. Son said, "No, I'm kicking." But I feel like that's why he did all the bullshit because he knew his dad fucked with him. So he gonna wild out.
Yeah, I need to know. I'm interested to know more. I'm interested to know more about his psychology. Overall, that's all I got.
I'm only sad for Loki as far as mom goes. Everything else was in his control.
Yep.
I can dig it. Trip sent me a voice message 45 seconds. He said he can't get on, but he wanted to give his thoughts. He sent a voice message. It's 45 seconds. He's giving his thoughts on the chapter.
You know what? I actually prefer this from Trip. This is really good. This is good. This is good.
Funny, bro. All right, hold on a second. Make sure.
Nah, because he's gonna.
How a good woman by your side can really make you see the world in a different light completely. You know what I mean? That was amazing. My heart goes out to Loki. No child should have to go through that type of rejection right from birth. That's just rough. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm just excited to see where the rest of this backstory really takes us. Because I'm interested in seeing how Elbaf is going to seemingly blame all of the misfortunes on Loki going forward, and how Loki is seemingly just about to be on some, oh well, motherfucker, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm enjoying it thus far, so I can't wait to see what else is in store.
I thought Trip was going to say something actually like, I thought he was gonna have more gusto in it. I was about to say this is good because now he says something and the argument doesn't have to be for like 30 minutes. You feel me? So yeah.
He said, "I'm not gonna lie. I'll clock out from work behind some Loki slander." No Loki slander, bro.
I'm about to say
there's
no
been
slander
no
from
Loki
me.
slander.
No Loki slander.
I've been a
bro.
Loki fan from day one. I just wasn't
Same.
glazing him the way the community was glazing him.
I will say this real quick on my thoughts on the chapter. I think, man, personally, I love the chapter. Personally. And I feel like this has to shake up the saddest backstory rankings just a little bit.
For
in my
sure.
opinion.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna hold you. I gotta shift. I know this is your girl, Strawberry, but Robin's gotta get shifted down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think there's a hot take. I think
I'm not.
it's a crazy hot take.
I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad
I
at
gotta
that.
shift her down.
Who has a worse backstory than how your life started? Your mom threw you off a cliff because of how you look.
But everything else is fine. He had
No, but that's big. That's big.
Wait,
That's big.
the
That's
thing
so
is-
big for
the
me.
thing is that, but okay. So for those that don't have children, the most impressionable moments in your child's life is right after they are born.
She's spitting. She is actually spitting.
Those are some of the
Times.
most, like, you may not remember it in your brain, but your body remembers it.
Yep.
You remember it until you become an adult and you're conscious and all that crazy stuff.
Uh-oh.
But those are some of the most, and even if you look at animals in, once the baby's born, it looks for mom. Where's mom? That's who I'm gonna look for, because I know mom is who I get my nutrition from, my nourishment, what I need to become an adult. Even animals do it. So unfortunately, this baby is hanging from the side of a cliff after he is born, after knowing his mama just threw him down there.
Clock it.
This baby
Clock
is
it.
crying. It even, Odin even went
Yes, sir.
into
Clock
this baby tried to reach up and grasp it. He grasped the air and nothing touched him back. Nothing grabbed him. So no, the baby doesn't remember, but these are also giants. Their memory is probably way different than humans.
You just got to think about it like this, Foolie. Oh, my bad, Strawberry. Yeah, pause.
No, you're good. You're good.
You got to think like this, Foolie. If you're born into the world and your mother doesn't accept you, who is supposed to accept you then?
Oh, I'm sorry. As a person who's lived that real life, you make fine family. You move on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. But Foolie, hold on, reel it back. But hold on, no. But Foolie, hold on. You got to take it back. Take it a step back. If you don't even get love from if you don't get love from your mother, you can't go on to expect that. One,
no problem.
Two, you have to think about this like this. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Let me land, gang. I'm trying to tell you. Like, we're completely honest with you, bro. The child growing up, the mother not being there to show the love to the child. If the people in the kingdom, for the kingdom to not see their queen showing that love to the son, to the prince, that is a big deal. She dies afterwards, and she didn't get to set that foundation, and she never would have, because she didn't love that kid. And off rip, I'm telling you, if the mother is ostracizing this kid off of his looks, Loki makes it back up to the castle. She doesn't die in a year. If the mother is ostracizing this kid about his looks, what do you think he's about to get from the rest of the kingdom?
I hear.
And dad doesn't come back to the island until how long? And dad's not here most of the time. So even if the dad treated him with love, he leaves. And how many times have we seen movies or shows or read books where the princess or the prince or somebody gets mistreated because there's jealous people around or people that just don't like them or whatever the case may be? And Loki looking like that, he would have been demonized. It's a fact. That is a guaranteed fact.
So
look at Kaido. Look at Kaido growing up. Imagine being Kaido growing up and they're looking at him like, yo, you're an Oni amongst regular humans. Imagine looking like an Oni when most of the giants already got this lineage factor in them, and they would treat you. Imagine the giants demonizing a giant.
Yeah,
that's what we would have got.
I hear this, right? Hear this, respect this, all that, right? I just think that at a certain point, and this is just me, like I get it, like, you can't put this all on the child and whatnot. I totally get that. I'm not a monster and whatnot. Like, I get that. But At a certain point, he started making decisions on his own about how he carries himself and how he wants the village and people to look at him. Those are
For sure.
decisions, and and,
Yeah,
and
For
also
sure.
and also when it comes to like raising yourself and whatnot, if you want to say he raised himself and whatnot, it takes a village, not just his mother and whatnot. And I get you saying that, well, if the queen goes off rip and just says, "Oh, well, this is a cursed child and whatnot," everyone,
Yeah,
no,
it takes a
it's going
village to
to,
raise a child.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, right. And I feel, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it takes a village, and like he has had opportunity to have make these bonds and connections with people in his village.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it
for
just
sure.
depends on how
I'm not
you.
taking that away. Yeah.
Yeah,
It just depends on how you look at it. Yes, you can. Yes, you will get to an age of understanding where,
right,
yes,
right.
now,
And he got to that
now
age
I'm
of
doing stupid stuff because I want to.
yeah, he got to that age of understanding and whatnot, and decided to wild out and not to be, in the footsteps of his father and her brother and whatnot. I just think that they're like his backstory and life leading up are like the start is bad, but like everything that led up from that point on to a certain point is up to his decision making. Like Robin didn't have a choice. Robin doesn't have the choice. It's like, you know what? Fuck this. I want to make friends and like be cool and no. It is you are a demon child. You are hunted and still hunted and whatnot. He's hated, but he made himself even more hated.
No, but people already hate. No, people already. You got this. This is what I was trying to tell you. He could fix the relationships and mend things, but it's still not going to be easy. And this is why This is why I was harping with Reed so much about the prophecy, because people still think that because no matter how many years go by, they think the reason his mom died is because he came into this world. It's like if once again Game of Thrones. It's like how Tywin looks at Tyrion, bro. It's legit that and that's legit. Everyone else is living with that example. That's the example being set about Loki. That he is the reason his mother is dead. He is the reason his father will die. He is the reason the village burned to the east years later and Big Mom came here. They're blaming everything on him. So it's not like he could just. It's not like the mother died and everything was cool. He could have just walked in and be like, "Yo, what's good, gang? Like, I'm Loki. I'm new around here. No, y'all already know me like that." He can't do that. From the time he's approaching, they're giving him Gara treatment, bro. They're like, "Yo, that's him. Run."
Yeah.
Like he's Naruto on the swing set. Just we not even letting him swing, bro. Like that's what it is.
It's not like the story of Ace.
No. I get it. All right.
It is. It parallels. Yes, it parallels.
It is just hard to be like.
Not fully though.
His whole childhood is just so bad. It's
not bad. It's just I don't think it's so bad and terrible. I just think it's unfortunate. I think what happened with Mom was so bad. Everything else is just a byproduct of that moment. And like that's why I'm not against Reed with saying, hey, she could have made the prophecy. I don't, like I said, like I told Reed earlier, I don't know where she got the prophecy from. She's saying it, but I am gonna take, because of like how Reed was saying, oh, who are these people in the silhouette that are telling him he can't marry Ida? Those are the village elders. Those are people he has to. That's like when Tsunade has to listen to the elders of the village. She has to take that in. She has to take those words into consideration, even whether you want to listen or not. You have to take that into consideration. And he chose when he wanted to listen. His moment of defiance, like Tsunade, her moment of defiance was bringing Naruto, tell Naruto to come back to the village. Harold's moment of defiance was, all right, demobilize Elbaf. We're gonna teach these people how to be smart, like how my baby mom was trying to put everybody on to. We're gonna teach people how to be smart rather than just making people young gods of war. You get what I'm saying? So to me, it's more on the lines of he's living this life. Yes, he can make decisions, but still, that don't mean things are gonna be simple for him in the slightest. He's still gonna have to deal with people that are hitting him with, oh, you mom slayer, you mom killer, like Elbaf would be better off without you. People are gonna be saying, like, imagine my father telling me to do things good for Elbaf, but then Elbaf keep telling me that I ain't shit because I killed my moms. I ain't shit because one day I may kill my dad. This is why I stay away from my dad. This is possibly one of the reasons why I don't be around my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of this prophecy starting. I'm with Ree on this. If it's not for the prophecy, his upbringing in Elbaf completely different, even with the demon eyes, because then you leave that up to people's own integrity. But when you have mom or you have the prophecy, like, oh, he's supposed to do this, do that, and the third, I'm thinking the demonized is there for a reason. You get me? So I just want to say that.
I just want to add some real quick in there too, fully, because I haven't said anything since I threw the hot take. My like full take on it, right, is I feel like it's kind of like neglected kids. We know that like sometimes the worst kids are like the neglected kids. Like they're doing things for attention. They act up because they don't feel loved or they don't get what they want from their parents at home.
That's Loki.
So, right, I feel like you're completely right about him making these decisions. But like Nika said, and kind of how Strawberry said, like it all stems from that initial like reaching up. Mom's not there. I'm down here on my own. I'm hated by my own family. The village hates me. So, kind of like the Naruto situation, almost exactly. Like the village hates you. There's nothing really you could do about it. It parallels Naruto almost perfectly. They hate you. You didn't really do anything, and you're acting out for attention, for love that you don't get from the people who should love you, right? And that follows him his entire life. I just say I think it's a little bit worse than Robin's. Not that hers should be diminished in any way, but like for the first 8 years of her life, she had family. She had stability. Like she had O'Hara. Her mom was not there. Her mom was not there. I know. Her mom was not there. But she had Clover. She had those books, and she was happy. Up until
I said the same thing because somebody in my chat was saying, "Oh, it's crazy how Loki 1-for-1 identifies with Sanji." I told him, "You gotta stop your capping, bro. You know what you're talking about." Sanji's mom loved him. End of story.
Oh, yeah.
End of story. What are we talking about? Sanji's mom loved him. End of story. It's literally the inverse opposite. Mom loved him. Dad hated him. Dad loves you. Mom hates you.
Sanji, that like mom
Loki
again.
Wouldn't know. Loki wouldn't know.
Loki
wouldn't know that. Loki wouldn't know that neither.
Yeah, Loki wouldn't know his mom hated him. Sanji wouldn't know his mom loved him.
That doesn't make them identify with each other. To one for the person said 1-for-1 identify with each other. To say that means that my parallel is your parallel.
I mean,
they're not.
It's not.
They're not.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. His mom loved him. In the end of discussion, they're not, bro. What are we doing? Alex, shut up.
One of the best
completely different.
Two
completely different situations.
Thank you. You wildin'. It's not even worth it. I don't even need to give a whole lecture behind it like I usually do. His mom loved him. Period. Mark.
Yep.
That's it. We're done. We're done here.
That's great.
Loki's mom took one look at him.
And literally, what Zah said, he punted him.
Like, Loki remembers that. Loki remembers that.
Well, no. I'm not saying that Loki is
the hockey.
Remember it, but it's the imprinting. Babies imprint on their mothers in particular when they are first born. And Odin is saying it himself. That baby reached up and tried to grasp the air. Nothing grasped him back. He's looking for something. Babies naturally do that. They look for mom. They smell for mom. They're looking.
That difference. That difference of love makes all the difference. Look at how Sanji came out because of that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because of that motherly love. Like just off of parental stuff, period. Like baby uncomfortability. He had to climb up a tree by himself, right? So I have my son, right? And when my son's not comfortable with somebody, he makes the most upset face and he will cry, get me away from this person. My son, when he's with me, he's so comfortable. I'm sitting here and I'll be watching a One Piece, whatever, and he'll be crawling on my head. He will be like this, about to fall. The whole time he about to bust his head if he fall. But if he's so carefree and comfortable and being protected. I'm his dad. I got him. But he a baby. He don't know that. He just doing what he doing because he has comfortability. You get what I'm saying? Without that being there, Loki never got that. So without Loki getting not getting that makes all the difference of how a kid is upbrought, like how a kid comes out, turns out. That could make a big difference. You feel me? Like Loki could beat women now and have a great sob story for it. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Like this is why you don't start kids off like this. It's bad. You don't I don't start off with, I just decided to leave my kid at Six Flags. Thought it'd be fun. Let me do that. No, you don't do shit like that, bro.
Oh, you say fully?
Oh, I was say, wonder if that's why. I wonder if that's why Lola turned him down, because she
The
knew he was an
eyes.
abuser.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the eyes. You feeding off of what I said. I'm weak.
No. I'm feeding off what you said. I'm like, huh, damn.
Dang.
That was funny.
Dang. I mean, we won't know until later,
Oh.
but I am okay with Reese saying that Loki has a worse backstory than Robin, because just because of how it started. This newborn is scaling a mountain crying. This is a newborn. He was barely born. She was fresh out of labor and threw the baby off the cliff.
Kobe.
I just got a question here. So like,
he's tripping, bro.
So like, if any baby climb up a mountain, it's like, damn, that's a struggle. Like,
Bad.
Yo, let me know.
And don't get me wrong. As bad as it is, I love the fact that this newborn was conscious enough to do it.
Oh.
You know, it's still for a newborn.
I'm about to say,
a mountain is.
That's what really needs
God.
to be talked about. That's what really needs to be talked about.
That was my next
What is
topic.
inside of this baby?
My
to make
respect
him
for
that
Loki went up.
conscious?
I'm going to behead this bear and climb this tree. Crazy.
Respect.
Oden could
baby
never.
shall get
Yamato could never. Kaido could never.
Yeah, Yamato
Big
cried.
Mom.
Oh my god.
Big Mom
Shut
could
up.
never.
No.
Loki
Big
climbed the
Mom
mountain
could
and killed the
never.
It's
bear.
lies
What
they
did you
tell.
do? What
They
did
tell
you do?
lies.
Yo, if
Like-
I'm a parent of One Piece, I'm upset. Like if I hear the tale of Loki, I'm gonna look at my kid like, yo, what the fuck can you do? All right. Okay, Loki killed a bear and climbed the mountain. What the hell did you do? All right, you cried and spit up on me. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Now-
there you go.
I feel like that could be his ancient blood coming out of him at this particular point in time. Because if ancient giants are more like animalistic, if they're more animal-like, then this is newborns in the animal kingdom, they standing up day one. They walking on their own day one.
Word.
So-
Survival of the fittest, sink or swim.
You got the flame on, Strawberry. What's going on? What are we cooking?
It's his
What's for
hair.
dinner? Okay.
I think
Cool.
it's the hair. It's the red hair for me.
All right. Red Face, bro. We are ready for your thoughts, man. I hope you are there.
Saint sucks.
Red
It's still the
Face,
red
please. I am so curious. Please tell
Saint
me.
sucks.
Nah, he's using hockey.
Is he-
the
he's using the
observation-
Corazon.
observation.
You give
He's
me the
using, no, he's using
Corazon
observation killer. He's using observation killer right now.
It's that Corazon treatment, bro. Come on.
You can't pinpoint his. You know what I mean?
What is this,
Low-
bro?
low
You're
key.
not.
Oh,
You
Corazon.
don't gotta
Oh,
give me the
God.
Corazon treatment, bro. We better than this, man. Okay. Well,
I'm here.
there you go. Hey,
I
there
told
we
you
go.
he was high. He
It
was
was
using,
that- it
he
was
was
the
using
Corazon,
observation
bro.
killer. It
Shank
was
still
the
sucks.
observation killer. I'm
You
telling you.
activate the fruit.
Shank
You
still
right
sucks.
here. Oh wait, hold
My
on.
phone call.
I still got red
constant
hair
hating.
regardless.
All right, Redface, you got the stage, bro. It's all you know. Here you go, man. Where you been? Boom. Please tell us, Redface. The floor is yours. Oh, Redface, please.
Redface, you acting real blue right now.
No, Redface.
I'm
Ah,
talking about my
okay.
boy. See, yeah,
I'll wait. I'll wait, and then I know you said
Next
your phone was
topic.
acting up. Whenever you come back, we'll hear from you. All right. Oh no, Nika still needing to go. He didn't go. Wait, did you go?
I
think
can't
you
remember.
I don't think you went. No.
Oh,
you
yeah,
went
okay,
on
yeah.
that.
No, he didn't go.
Chapters 8 out of 10. I like it. It was pretty much lore piece. It was dope. We pretty much been speaking this whole time, so you heard most of my thoughts. I thought the most interesting interesting thing in the chapter to me was the point I had pointed out in the comments when I said he was those were people from Wano that he was talking to that King Harold was talking to when he talked about the pole star and navigation. And I think it's interesting that happens, and then we find out maybe I'll say about 20. I would say between 20 and maybe 20 and 50, between 20 and 50 years after he teaches them navigation, the people go on to then leave Wano. because of all the impending stuff that's going on with Wano and whatnot. So then 10 of those people stay in East Blue. The other 15, I would say, left and went elsewhere. So I thought that was a very interesting point.
Okay, I got a question, but I'm gonna wait. Another red face check. Are you there, red face?
Yeah, my phone's just overheating and it's just lagging. So it's
Okay, you're good. I just want to give you a
that
chance
hockey.
to give your. There's a lot of cooking going on right now, so I get it. The stove's on a couple of people's perspective. So please, it is your moment, man. I'm ready.
All right. So this chapter, or do you want me to rate it as well? Yeah.
Yeah. Your thoughts and rating.
I think because we're getting a lot of history, I have to give it a 9. I enjoyed it a lot. I think with Loki's eyes, I think I have more of an idea what his powers could be. I think but the principle is probably gonna be the same as like Shirahoshi, how she's like a what do you call it? Like a god?
Fortune teller?
Ancient weapon.
No. You don't
Never
know,
mind.
like Shirahoshi is like a what do you even call it? I don't even know what to call it. Like she's one of the people
Ancient
that
weapons.
is destined.
Ancient weapons.
Yeah. Like, but it's something.
Oh, she's one of the sovereigns.
Something along those.
Is that what you're
lines,
talking
not
about? Like
that.
when the fishermen, the Sea Kings were talking about how she's one of the sovereigns, and when she meets a certain person, that's
I think
when
it'll be
all this other
Oh,
stuff will
he's talking
happen.
about the fish lady with
Yeah.
the globe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that. That's what
think-
I meant at first. You're talking about Madame Charlie. That's what I was talking about when I said fortune teller. That's not what I'm talking about, Zah. What Redface is talking about, he's talking about she's supposed to be somebody like Shirahoshi. She's supposed to be somebody really special. She's supposed to be supposedly like a sovereign or one of the sovereigns or some crap like that. And the Sea Kings were saying when she meets the other person, that's where a lot of the Mosa might be Shirahoshi's theories came from in the beginning of Elbaf, because she went through exactly what she's telling Loki about. She kind of went through that at Reverie, and then on top of that, sovereign Elbaf.
But that's not it, because let's keep
Fishman
Shirahoshi
Island.
where the fuck she's at, please.
Shut up.
They're gonna have to cross paths eventually. You know, the only people that
I
could have
know,
built the
I
Noah
know,
were
but
giants, right?
Let's not speed that process up. Let's take baby steps towards that. That's what
I'm
I'm
about
trying
to say the giants
Shirahoshi
built
was
the
annoying.
Noah. That
Shirahoshi
definitely
was
happened.
annoying. Please, let's keep her.
I mean, she was a 15, 16-year-old little girl. I don't know what you expect, Zah, but okay.
She was a crybaby. She had to be a crybaby.
Yeah, I don't know what you expect.
That's her
Okay.
father's fault. That's her father's fault. I don't care what anyone says. It's her father's fault.
You like Rebecca Moore?
Goodness gracious.
I don't think that's her dad's fault, but okay. I just wanted to say that. I couldn't let it slide. I had to say it.
Redface, I know you didn't finish. Right? Sorry, bro. What were you saying, man?
All right, cool.
If you're
She's a
talking, we can't
sovereign.
hear you.
One
what
special.
else? Did I-
You were saying that Shirahoshi was somebody special.
Um,
No, we can't hear you, bro.
I think that was really obviously that was who the I think Loki just broadened on what could happen next. So
yeah, I'm following you, Red.
I don't follow anything. Like I don't follow Dragon or Shane's movement. So like it's incomplete.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, did you get what he was saying, Zah? But that was the crux of his point. He just thinks Shirahoshi's somebody like there's
No,
a
I
connection
agree
between
with that.
Shirahoshi and Loki. Okay.
That's fine, but I don't want to see Shirahoshi on my screen or my.
You're gonna see it. It's gonna happen.
Not anytime
Giants
soon.
built the Noah.
Anytime soon.
Luffy fucked up the Noah. The Noah got to get fixed. Giants or Frankie is or together are fixing that shit eventually.
Probably
You
gonna
know
happen,
that
like,
sooner than later.
in this arc. It's probably
sooner
gonna
than
happen
later.
soon.
I
Since we
don't want to hear.
It's gonna be iceberg.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And just to keep everybody's mind wrapped around the right thing right now, we have not been to Heaven's Realm, Astral Realm.
That's true.
We have not done a lick of thing about. We haven't done anything. Just remember, there is a realm that we have not explored yet, and we're still. That's why I keep saying this is gonna be a long arc. We still got a whole realm to go. We're gonna deal with this shit, and eventually, I wouldn't be surprised if Emu's goal is to get to the Heavens Realm, because there's something in the castle, the castle that Loki killed Pops in. That is not the true castle. That is the castle built because Harald wanted to be with his people. That's what I believe. The real castle is in Asgard, the Heavens Realm. That's where it's really supposed to be. But we'll wait and see.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
And Anel lore, all that. It's coming.
I can wait. I can wait.
You can wait for a lot of things.
You right. You right.
I know.
As long as you know me. As long as you know.
I had a specific question for you, Nika, before I went to Red Face, and I forgot it. I didn't remember what you were talking about before. I was gonna follow up what you were talking about before I went to Red Face. Man, I didn't remember what you were talking about.
The navigation.
That's my hold on.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what you thought exactly about the pole star, bro. What are your thoughts on that? Any thoughts?
Besides the navigation part, I think it's very interesting because in Road to Lavtail, there is an island that they said the final road poneglyph might be on. One of the islands is called, one is Hachinosu, one was Elbaf, and one was called Vera. Vera is supposed to be an island for navigators. So pole star stuff, we're on this part of the land, and we keep hearing about it's a star that doesn't move, whatever. I'm guessing that has something to do with Lodestar as well, Lodestar Island. So I'm guessing it could be nothing actually. But if we're gonna be getting stuff about Polestar, and then we're getting a lot of navigational things this arc. They just went over the whole, the Rainbow Bridge stuff, that stuff.
Yep.
We've been going over a lot of that. So I'm guessing after we leave Elbaf, we're probably gonna have to use one of these things as means of travel, or is going to be involved in how we make the next move, because I don't see their reason for us to go over it if it's not going to matter in the long run. So, or unless there's going to get more lore towards it, like this is how this happened, So I definitely think the Polestar stuff was interesting. That was a good catch.
That's what I'm thinking.
I wanted to ask one question too. One more thing. What did y'all think about the 5-star kill? I thought that was a big drop. That was.
Well, I'm still trying to understand that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still high key lost.
It's a real life chapter. It's a real life thing based on like glass in your house. Like if explosion goes off in your house type shit. Depending on like how you have things around, it's called like a 5-star kill. But like that's what like Estrid was using it for anyway. But like it more like Oda could have been using it to like allude to like Dami Reversi and like the pentagram maybe, but like I don't know.
Yeah, because she said something about that's the 5-star kill position. That's what she was saying, and that
because like
very interesting.
Because the glass around them, if an explosion were to happen or like an earthquake, based on the glass around them, whoever's in the center of the room should be killed based on that. Like 5-star kill position.
You don't say.
Yeah. But like that's what Esther was talking about. But like Oda may have been using it more for like Dami Reversi.
Was that the room that they did everything in? Or we don't know.
Swain in the castle. Yeah.
In that specific room, we can't really tell. I mean, I can't see if that was the room.
She's asking to move mirrors and shit.
Energy to the east, 5-star kill position. Nah, there's
what's up with this east stuff?
There's lore in what she talked about. I'm sorry, that 5-star kill position in that same sequence. She's also talking about the east, the energies escaping or something to the east, all that other crap. There's lore and all that. I swear to God, there's some lore.
Yeah, the energy escaping to the east is like
I'm sorry.
I think the energy escaping to the east is like because Hadrun and Ida are just was said to be in like the fisherman village to the east. So she's in the capital, and she's like, she doesn't want his aura escaping over there, especially because like with the prophecy, she probably thinks that like Hadrian's the child that's going to kill him. So she doesn't want him like looking to the east, thinking about nothing in the east. Forget like your old baby and your old child. I mean, not your old baby and child, it's the same thing. Forget your other baby and your other mistress. We'll just use that term. Yeah.
How much do you think she knows about celestial dragons? Estrida.
Estrid, I don't know. I don't know if she knows much about them at all, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
And like she's talking about the mirror. She's like, in that mirror, it's the 5-star kill position because of like the mirror has glass in it, and like the glass in it because of that, and like the room they're in becomes a 5-star kill.
Okay. 5-star kill. And just saying, Dolphy had people trying to catch 5-star kills in Dressrosa. So when I hear 5-star kill, my mind gets triggered, bro. Sorry. Too much lore in One Piece for me to not dig deep into these weird sound. 5-star kill, Gorsei, 5-star kill, Dressrosa, and people dying, bodies. My mind is moving.
I feel you. That's how I feel about the geomancy thing and whatnot.
No, that too. No, yeah, that too. That whole thing. That whole fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, I know a little bit about geomancy and like the study and use of it and whatnot.
Can you give me a rough like little 5-minute geomancy summary, please?
Okay, so geomancy is pretty much looking at the dentings and the dentations of the earth and whatnot, like the molding and like how the earth and like what you see. You look at sand, you look at mud, you look at dirt and whatnot, and you kind of read it from there and whatnot. There's a system that you set up, and it's called like the system that you set up. You make 4 brackets, and they're called the 4 mothers. And then after you make the 4 mothers leads to the 4 daughters, and then the 4 daughters lead to the 4 nieces and whatnot. And it's how you predict. Yeah, I got to do more. I got to go back into my books and whatnot. But like this shit blew my mind. I'm like, oh, they've been talking about mothers this whole time and whatnot. And then like the whole thing of geomancy deals with like mothers and daughters. It's interesting. That's why I'm like, I gotta get more into it. I would definitely have more for y'all next time we meet.
Interesting.
Yeah, I figured the geomancy was what she was using to like make her like prophecies, because like I mean like that's just kind of how that goes hand in hand. She's using
that means. Okay, Reed, that means she did make that. She probably did make the prediction herself, but that means that the prediction is not invalid, though, because she actually partakes in the practices of these predictions. That's what that means. Glad I just asked Fully to explain that. He just made sense of the chapter. The one part that we sitting here debating, he just made sense of it. She actually does. She's a practitioner of like the Madam Shirley bullshit, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, she's part of the reason Loki might even have this great sense of observation, Hockey. That's what I'm learning here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm finding out here from the geomancy shit.
And
her studies of Earth and Wind, because that's what she kept saying in the TCB, and I was like, why she keep mentioning Earth and Wind? Then she said geomancy. Like all this stuff is kind of like, what is she getting at? 5-star kill, too many name drops in one fucking. What is she doing? For someone who's gonna die like chapter or 2, you're doing a lot. Well, she threw the baby off the hill. She had to do something.
Interesting.
Give us.
I ain't look into that. Because you might be. I know you're spitting, but
I don't know if I'm spitting. I just think I just bring up things that are worth interest. I think things that I hear, I'm like, that's interesting. Let me make sure I put that out there. Because if I bring it back up, y'all can't say I ain't what am I talking about? So that's the only reason I do that. I don't know if I'm spitting, but I do think it's interesting shit. For a story like One Piece, that's mad.
Pole Star is another name for North Star. Like our
it's the star that doesn't disappear. The pole. That's why I mentioned the Pole Star, because he said this, the star that doesn't disappear. They used to follow the North Star because the North Star never disappears. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Geomancy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All of this stuff in one little short. Wow.
This says geomancy is an ancient and widespread magical knowledge that explains the interaction of magical energies based on the form and shape of substances.
Shaman King.
That was my show. That was my show.
She's the reason. She's the reason. She's the reason Loki's odds is crazy. That's a fact. That just showed me. That just told me that. That just told me that. That's a fact. I mean, it does help that he bandaged his eyes and everything. Probably improved on it immensely in his childhood. But still, she's the reason for the root cause of it.
I guess like that's a big thing. Like, bro, why is that? Like, why is that? Like, hold on, I got literally have it right here.
Why is it so small? Oda does that. He does that.
Like,
he plays around with
the
magic
details. Yes.
Yeah, he plays around with magic on our asses. He really does.
And I study geomancy. Like,
she's confirming magic. She just confirmed magic is a practitioner study in One Piece. That's what she just did. That's why I had to ask Joe Fully, please explain what it is that you know about it. So glad he did.
Well, it confirms that the Giants used to, or at least like the Giant royalty believes in magic.
Giants use magic. It's crazy.
So Oda just filled the gap. He's been giving us black magic. He's letting us know we study real magic. Like that happens. So black magic is not beyond anything now. That's crazy.
You're really looking.
This chapter is an 8.5. We just bumped the chapter to an 8.5. Yeah, they did, but they never explained anything of that. Like she actually explained, like she just said she studies geomancy. They never explained any type of ninja art training or like any type of practitioner thing that going involved into it. We just knew they was ninjas. Like it's not because she just explained what Golden Wink was doing. She just explained
that's magic. Yeah,
she just explained any type of time. Anytime we've seen quote unquote magic, she just explained it. It's called geomancy. That's what it is. That's what that is.
We don't have different types of magic. Ninjutsu can be its own type of magic. I feel like that's
of course it can be, but they never. You're not hearing me, guy. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying they never explain that. They never say anything towards
the background
it,
for it. Yeah,
like none of the ninjas in the freaking arc say, "Hey, blah 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 ninjutsu." They never do that. They just do it. We need somebody saying, "Hey, also." How many years did it take you to train to learn the If Raizo would have said it took me 5 years to learn Shadow Clone, I'd have been like, all right, but at least we know there's something in there that we know it takes you to. We don't know anything. Niggas is just standing up, paralyzing each other for hours, trying to burn themselves alive and shit. We don't know nothing about what's going on, bro. She just literally answered a question that's been on the minds of One Piece fans for years. And because of how Oda does things, it might have just went over a bunch of One Piece heads fans for the next few years. So that's why I'm pointing that out.
That's so crazy.
Like
I'm literally Google right now, like reading the AI review.
Yes, and that's what I was gonna do when I got off, bro. That's what I was gonna do when I got off.
Yo, fully, you're cooking, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
I said that, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
See, Fully. All right.
Fully about to say, Fully been saying smart shit all night.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been on Instagram because I'm trying to stay away from spoilers. If this is not talked about, like, this is kind of like a big deal.
We on break, so you could talk about it now for sure. We probably should do a little clip. Fully with the geomancy.
I might have to do a little deep dive on geomancy and just talk about it, man. Because this is like literally, hold on. I gotta pull this up just so y'all can see this too. Because like, F it, why not at this point?
And you know what's the crazy part, Ree? I've watched probably at least, I've watched at least 6 different YouTube creators since the chapter has dropped. Not one of them are talking about geomancy.
I thought I'm telling you, I'm just like, no one.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. I've been trying to figure out. I seen 2 people talk about it. Arthur and the guy from the library.
Trees, the geomancy is not important. If we're not planting butterbird trees, we can't really care that much about geomancy.
If we're not planting butterbird trees,
yes.
No one cares about the butterbird trees, bro. What are you talking about?
It's just the Shaman King of how they like looked at geomancy. That's why Horror was doing. Oh, he wanted to bring back the geomancy, like the.
I was wondering what the hell is Alex talking about now.
It didn't go over my head, Alex. I caught it.
Shaman King was my show.
You got like high level trolls. Like I gotta like understand so many concepts, then understand the troll. Like. It's too advanced for me. I feel dumb. Like your trolls are so complex. I gotta get smarter to understand them. So for that, I just have to believe everything you say. I'm just not smart.
No, you talking to Alex?
I enjoy that.
I don't know. I mean, like I'd be like, yeah, I'm talking to Alex. I'm on 50-50 with him. Like,
he's the type of person. Listen, he's gonna tell you Jack beats 3 admirals.
That's true.
Agree at your own peril. You got me, gang. Like, you hear me, twin? Agree at your own. Exactly. There we go.
Yeah, Jack.
There we go.
Couldn't beat literally in. I'm not. Whatever, bro.
See, I had to destroy that moment, Alex. I couldn't let you get that W. Now I'm a boy Reed. Hell nah. You ain't gonna have Reed gullible to your bullshit.
Yeah, I take it.
Loser.
Everything you say, I'm coming out with skepticism now because that's a crazy.
That's crazy.
That's where you need to be hating.
You double down is insane.
All the time.
He's triple down. You've never seen. He'll do that.
Jack can be.
Exactly. See, Fully be on the Discord. Alex be on bullshit. I swear to God.
I don't.
Hey. Yeah, ancient form of divination.
Divinations. Yep. Boom.
That involves interpreting patterns formed by random marks off the dots in the earth or sand or other materials to gain insights and answers to questions. It is also known as earth divination and was historically practiced across various cultures and time periods. Like, bro.
Oh, so that's why they're saying. Is that why she was saying the earth wind shit? That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Word. I ain't gonna lie. When she said earth wind and then I heard east, I'm like, what she know about dragon? That's all that was in my head.
That's what I was thinking. Like, dragon.
What should he know about dragon, gang? What should he really know about my dog? Like, you feel me? That's good though. This chapter is it might be a 9 for me now. Fuck.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it might be a 9 for me now. I think it's a 9. If not 9, I know I'll stick at 8.5. It's not an 8, it's 8.5. This is good shit
bro.
though.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like high key crazy. Either way. Okay. So real quick, the Loki thing, as far as him scaling the mountain as a kid, where does that give him an upscale? We already know he's probably crazy, but does he get a brand new upscale as to what he was able to do as a child, as a newborn?
Not really an upscale. We just gets the best baby feet that we ever seen in One Piece, or child feet. Like as a baby, he did what Luffy did on what's the Drum Island.
Yeah,
he gets Luffy Drum Island feet, first day being born.
Yeah,
man.
They might as well have put Conqueror's Haki in the chapter as a baby.
Well,
let him get lightning beheading the bear. That's probably what they missed at.
It'd be crazy. He's already he's definitely a conqueror. I mean, his life proves he's gonna be a conqueror. But I'm saying since we don't know a whole lot about Loki as far as like his abilities, I'm just saying, should we headcanon wise be like, okay, yeah, now like I see what you did as a newborn. Now I have to give you just another upscale before I can even see what you're really about. Like you just on that level. You're just different.
Not for me. I got a better question for you, but I'm gonna wait. I do want to hear what everybody else says about this. But I would just say, for me, I feel like for him being only able to be taken out by Shanks kind of already put him on a pedestal for me. So he's like right next to Yonko level, because the only person that could defeat him was Yonko. So anyone outside of that, like to be Yonko, like legit Yonko level in the show, is pretty much like a feat. So that's where I got him.
Real quick, before y'all answer. Actually, no. God dang it. No, please answer. I'm not gonna forget.
Okay.
Everyone else, please answer.
Only thing I was gonna say was like how Nika said, the whole Shanks thing, and then like seeing the whole flashback where like Rocks like two-pieced them up. I don't feel like Rocks is the type of person to just lightly play with a kid.
No, not at all. He damn near gutted him. He stabbed him with the blade. He did what Kaido did to Kinemon is what Rocks did to Loki. No cap.
Yeah, and Loki survived that and everything like that. That's why I'm like, I gotta give like homie deserves some stats off real. We just don't glaze it because
you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But this is the question I wanted. In fact, Reed, you about to forget your question. Ask it before.
Okay, no, I was just gonna say, if I'm right, or at least somewhat on track with like the Loki not killing his dad thing, I'm just like, I wonder now. I'm starting to question how Shanks captured him? Like,
Oh, that was my
was
next
it?
question. That's perfect.
I guess that's kind of where I'm like, did Loki give himself up too in that situation? Was it actually a fight? Like,
No, it was a fight. He got jumped. Loki called Shanks a coward. We only call you a coward if you hide behind
he
men.
jumped
I don't
him.
think Shanks really hid behind men, but the same way they jumped Top Musica in the first altercation with Top Musica in Film Red is what they did to Loki. The whole crew banged out on Loki. That's what I think. Shanks just finished it up, but the whole
Yeah.
crew banged out on Loki. That's what I think happened.
That's okay. That's why I was kind of.
Because he
That's kind of what I was
called him a
thinking.
coward. You don't just call. I know he was joking to Luffy, but you don't just call people. You don't play with people's name like that. You feel me? So for him to call, I always been wondering that, like, why you called him a coward though? Like you could have said anything about him, but you called him a coward. Why would, if I'm Loki, why do I call him a coward? He says, well, if I had went this far at the ocean and met the world government, I would have destroyed the world by now. You got stopped. Who is man enough to stop you? Shanks. Gabon says Shanks is the only person that could have stopped you. I'm hearing all these feats. I'm guessing you didn't give Shanks an easy time at being stopped, but you called Shanks a coward. I even jokingly calling Shanks a coward, I feel like Kid would do that. Like if Kid came back, and when Kid comes back into the story, if he was to call Shanks a coward because Shanks kind of like blitzed him type shit, because it wasn't an outright 1v1. Like Shanks didn't look at Kid and say Eustace, and then they got into a fight. No, he just come out of nowhere. Yo, bro, I'm looking for you. I'm trying to shoot it up. You in my face now. Now he dies. You know what I mean? Well, he gets beaten. Kid would call Shanks a coward, right? And I'm speaking from being a kid. So say what you want. Kid would call Shanks a coward. If I'm Loki, I didn't get to accomplish my goal. I'm calling this man a coward. And I got brought back to this island and locked up around people that hate me. This man is a coward, bro. He didn't even face me himself. His crew did the work, and then he divine departed my ass, and then now I'm here. No, like I don't think Shanks is a coward. I just think Loki views Shanks as a full-on coward because he got jumped by the crew right here.
I agree with Loki. Loki rises up for me for that.
I think that's how Shanks normally handles stuff. Like I think this happened to like Kaido as well, which is why he still has like the world thinking no one beats him 1v1. But Kaido puts like Shanks up there in his top 5 because he's like, yeah, he might have jumped me with the crew. I could tell that nigga was strong type shit.
Yeah, what did he say? He said pirates don't play fair. So if I'm Loki and if I'm Shanks and I run into somebody like Loki, and this is another thing, it was 2-armed Shanks at the time? And I don't think he was Emperor Shanks just at the time, just as a vet, was he?
Yeah, he might have been young bug.
Yeah, he got jumped.
No, wait. No, he didn't.
Jumped.
It wasn't 2 arms. No, Shanks that fought Loki. That was 1 arm.
Yeah, it was
Shanks.
6 years ago.
It was 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
1 year after
he could have did it by himself. If not, then I still think it's true.
That's the year, because the year he loses the arm, he goes and meets Rayleigh, and like the year after, he's suddenly there with Gabon, chilling with
Yeah. So boom.
I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. If I hear that Ben Beckman done put that is the reason why he like that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Cause Ben Beckman been getting like some stats in the background type shit. If he like, oh yeah, you a coward because your homeboys came out. Oh, Ben caught your ass too. He caught Kid. He caught you. God damn.
I really feel like they Top Musica. Yeah, I really feel like that. The whole crew is banging out on him, and then Shanks cleaned up the very same sequence of Top Musica. Like I really feel like that's how it happened.
By the way, I like the theory, but I'm just not gonna accept the Shanks slander. So
I'm not. It's not slander. For me, it's not. For me, it's not slander. I think Loki's like that. So I feel like on first contact, it probably was Ben Beckman or Yasopp that engaged him first, and then or all of us together attacked him as a crew. I just think Shanks finishes it. Like I believe, like even with the Kaido stuff, they said Kaido was with his crew. I'm pretty sure Shanks got Benny with him too. So like I definitely think the crew plays into it a lot. And then the first thing we ever get from Shanks is that my crew does not play fair. So
I'm gonna give a different perspective on it, right? So I think what actually happened is they fought a fair fight, and Shanks didn't kill him. Instead, he just took him back because he feels I don't want to kill you because it's not right. And for making him live, because we know out of Loki's mouth, like I'm okay with dying a warrior's death. Like this is what I deserve for being this type of person. I'm okay with that. So I feel like Loki being left alive, Shanks not taking the killing blow, could be why he calls him a coward, because he allowed him to live and spared his life, even though he didn't want that or deserve it, because he lost the fight fair and square.
My only thing with that is and it's just the whole. So why does he call Rocks a coward?
Yeah.
Because he looks up to Rocks.
Yeah, Rocks is his Shanks. Rocks is his
What,
Shanks.
though?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but he looks up to Rocks
Same
though.
name.
Okay.
And on top of that, they weren't in a. It was more like, get out of my way. It wasn't like I'm fighting you type thing. Like, you're stupid. Move. You know. But like in an actual fight, I think, you kill me at the end. I lost. Don't spare my life because of your values. You're a pirate. Do what pirates do. This is what we do. We kill each other. Don't let me live. I lost this fight. I need to die. But instead of him getting to die, he was relegated to the underworld where he was chained up. For that reason, Shanks is a coward. That's what I'm taking.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think so. Because then, like, wouldn't anyone else that like tries to hit him but then doesn't kill him, like Luffy, would be a coward? Because like Luffy tried to swing at him, but then he doesn't kill him. He's like, oh, you would be a coward by that same measure because like you really think you got smoke with me. You wanted to have to swing, but that you don't want to kill me. Same as Shanks didn't want to kill me.
I don't think so. I think it is specific to an actual fight. Like we both understand we are actually fighting. Like Luffy punched him, but like they weren't fighting. I don't consider that same thing. I think it's like, yo, you were actually challenging me. Me and you were sitting down, a 1v1. We're gonna fight to the death. Like Luffy just punching him. He's like, hey man, like stop. Like I'm not even trying to do this right now. Like what are you doing, bro? Stop. Like I'm not trying to fight. I'm just joking. Like chill out. But if they actually got into an actual 1v1, it's to the death. Loki's not fighting an exhibition. It's to the death. So I think if it was a 1v1 with Shanks left him alive. He didn't get the warrior's death he deserved. And for that, because you have values as a pirate, you're a coward. Because you're not like Rocks. Rocks would have killed me. The Rocks pirates would have killed me. That's the people I look up to.
I don't think that's how Loki does it. Like, doesn't Loki still have some of his like friends in the underworld, like animals, like are the ones that like he beat up but didn't kill, or like all of those just ones that like saw him kill other ones?
He probably does, but that's not pirates though. He's thinking in the way of like pirates.
It's different. Like,
those are
you're supposed to have this bravado and be this specific way as a pirate. You can't have good morals as a pirate. That's probably where Loki's coming from. So if I 1v1 a pirate and you're like, oh, I don't want to kill you because it's not right, you're a coward.
Yep.
That's fair.
What's up, Zach?
Nika made a great point to me about my Herjuden theory that I didn't even think about. Why is he the only giant trying to go get the flare fruit? Because he got beat up by his brother a lot. Remember, what was it hailed as? The most powerful devil fruit of all, right? Remember.
Wait. Which devil fruit? What are you talking about?
The flare fruit.
He went after the flare fruit. And we don't know many giants that go after devil fruits because remember, they're all about pride and all that type of stuff like that. I think he wanted that to go and back and beat his brother. I'm telling you, the motherfucker's a spy because he wanted to do that. I'm telling you, he's working with the world government, bro. I'm seeing it. It's all fitting into the pieces because why are you going after flare fruit? Why are you there? No giant, every giant outside, they could have known about this shit. They did.
He went to get. I could agree that he went to get the flare fruit to probably beat his brother, but I think that's because I don't think that had nothing to do with the world government. I think he just did that because in Elbaf, might makes right. In order to do that is to beat your brother Loki.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but that's
the devil fruit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That flame was gonna fuel that. That's gonna boost his jealousy. That's why I'm just looking at that. I'm like, yo, why are you here for that? Why are you doing that? Yo, I'm telling you.
And the only reason you shocked me when I first said something is because you said they called it the most powerful devil fruit. But they do not call it that. It's just a Logia fruit, so it categorizes as one of the best devil fruits.
Yes, yeah, one of the best devil fruits. So it's like, yo, he's going after that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know
yo,
what
his
you're saying.
mindset's a little different than the other Giants because all the Giants are like, yo, it's pride, it's about strength and toughness. Juden got a little bit of a different mindset. That's why, and I think he's really, really salty, bro. I'm telling you, Ree. I'm like looking at it. I was thinking about it. Nika made me think about this shit. Nika made me think about this shit. I took a step back. I was really thinking about this shit. I was like, yo, why is he there? Why is he doing that? And if he had gotten it, if he's working with double, he can burn the library and get away with it and say, yo, it was just a random fight. I'm telling you, man, yo, come on, man.
How
Yo,
did you fit
I
that in
am
there?
fucking telling you. Because I don't trust all that pride and all that other shit, bro. I'm
What the
telling you,
fuck, bro?
bro.
Yo,
Yo, I've seen him. The way he talks to Loki, that's some hater shit, bro. Like that's ultimate hater
no,
shit
it's
right there.
not. That just
It's
sound
some
like
ultimate hater shit.
that's a brother that sound like he wasn't favored. That's all it was,
Yes,
bro.
it's hater shit. That's hater.
I
That's
don't think that's
hater. That's
hate.
hater. That's hater shit,
He
bro. That's
just,
hater
I
shit.
think Hadrudin is talking to Loki like that because he just like, dude, you got to realize what he's on trial for. His son killed his father, bro. Like, you got to let Hadrudin slide about
And
however
you
he
didn't even
feels, bro.
question
Like,
it once. Yo, you stood toe
yeah,
to
he
toe
not
with your
questioning
brother
it.
and
He
you
don't
didn't
fuck
question
with
it.
his. Yeah, he don't question it. He don't
I
fuck with his
know, but
brother.
I'm saying
He
it's
thinking
there. It's
he might
all
have.
there.
My
It's
brother
all
might
there
have
for him to think
definitely
that.
did
It's
some
all there.
bullshit.
It's all there for him to do it. It's an easy
This nigga,
escape.
he spends his
Loki's a
whole life
scapegoat.
doing bullshit. Why would I think he wasn't on bullshit in the moment?
Even more point for him
The
to scapegoat Loki.
the one thing I do wonder is like if I'm gonna give a little credence to that, just a little bit. Again, I'm not even fully there with his theory at all, but I'm just wondering like if your brother who you already don't like kills your father, you're not gonna go back and take care of him. He's locked up. You're not gonna go down there and just take care of it. Like, I feel like you as a warrior, just go down there and just end it. Like, this is your moment. You've hated him your whole life.
I don't
He's
think he
locked up.
went back to Elbath until like recently.
Recently,
I think he's been gone doing his pirate shit since he like helped O'Hara. I don't think he's been there like since like his dad got killed and all this shit happened. I don't think he's really been back to the island.
Since he killed his dad, you're right. He can get away. He can go do his own shit, bro. I'm telling you. Why do you leave? If you ain't doing nothing, why do you leave?
I guess
He was
that's
already
my
doing pirate shit. He was already doing
that's
Because he
my
already been doing some pirate shit,
that's
bro.
what
I'm
I'm
telling
thinking.
you.
Your brother killed your father, and your brother's locked up, chained up. Easy kill. You just leave him? Like you don't go and get it back in blood?
I mean, if you're gonna be a great, like Elbath warrior and whatnot, how they talk about,
you can't just go kill him.
You can't. That's weak as fuck. That's weak
Yeah,
as
I'm with
shit,
Foolie.
dude.
I was just about to say that
Then
myself.
free him
Foolie.
and fight him.
You can't go and kill him.
Is it weak? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is it
he
weak?
has to be judged, and he has to stand trial. He has to be judged. And if you order execution, then you go and kill him. But if he's not been ordered for execution, you can't just go kill him, man. He's a prisoner.
I'm just
And I
thinking.
think
No, sorry, last point.
No, go
I
on.
just think that the people in the village would not have. They wouldn't have any issue with this. Nobody likes him. Like who's gonna speak out against?
I'm gonna be
it?
real with you. That speaks volumes to Hadrudin.
Yeah.
The fact that he could hold that back and let his brother go through a fair trial, even if he is against him. That does
Plus,
speak volumes to him because he didn't
if
just
the
go and
case
kill him.
was
He could've
the whole
handled how
island
he
was
did that.
against him, and like the whole island wanted to kill him, the whole island has this chance to kill him while he's in chains. Obviously, if they have like respect their culture enough to where no one's doing that.
You're
Exactly.
right.
They respect their culture.
I gotta push back though. I gotta push back. You're right, Alex, but this is different. This is his brother. How? Because it's his brother. He's hated him his whole life.
His mama
Clearly,
raised him
he
better
missed
than
his
that.
family.
We literally have seen his mama raise him better than that.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say his more.
Nah, bro. That raising shit. That raising shit.
That raising shit ain't working for you compared to what Foolie's saying about Hadrudin. Yes, he has no real standing to do that because he is not raised in that way. His mom is even telling him to accept his brother.
But he doesn't. That's the problem. He doesn't.
But he
if he does enough not to go
kill him. He does enough not to go kill him. Otherwise, he's
Exactly. That's
dead
why I
already.
know. I agree with that. But I agree he can do it to set him up. That's what I'm trying to say. He won't kill him because he raised up from his mother. But I realize he can set him up. Because think about it, the only two people who saw him is one person who has dementia with a sword in his head and Loki. No one's believing any of them. That's all I'm saying. For Juden, he got the easiest road to do whatever fuck he want and get his kingdom, bro. I'm just saying.
But
It's
neither of
safe.
them saw Hadroon.
I don't think he's
Loki would
getting
mention
set
that
up
he saw
either. I
him.
think both of these things are just not it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
I don't think he's being set up. Then on top of
If
that,
Loki saw Hadroon, why would he not say that to anybody ever?
Because who's gonna believe Loki? Loki, he
So
already
why
got the
would
curse
he
of
be
him.
talking to
He already
Hadroon?
got the curse of his
you
name.
asked the wrong question, Alex.
He got the curse of
question
his
you should have
name.
asked would have been, if Loki saw Hadroon, why would he not be saying this to Hadroon right now? Like, you were there. Why would he then explain the story to him if his brother was there? You get what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's why he didn't want to hear the
I'm
story
talking
from the
about the
start.
years before that.
Honestly, think that's why Her Juden didn't want to hear the story from the start, because he knows, yo, if you pinpoint it, I was there. Remember, Her Juden's like, I don't care what he has to say.
No, I think
It was.
maybe you're right on that. But I think
Come on, I'm telling you, yo, I'm telling you,
does want to hear what his brother has to say. I just
Her
don't
Juden
feel
was
like
like, no,
his brother never his Loki not one time in this whole time.
This whole time you couldn't
Loki
listen
has
to your brother?
never once, but this is the thing.
No.
Loki this whole time never once gave me the impression that he was about to talk to any of y'all about shit that happened.
This is your brother. This whole time you've never once taken the time to listen to him?
I mean,
That's all?
his brother never took the time to talk to him.
For Loki, he realized there's no point in talking because he already knows everyone thinks he did it. The whole Elbaf
No, but that don't count because you beat your brother's ass, Loki. You beat Hadroon's ass. So you can't
And
be mad
I
that
agree
Hadroon
with
don't
that.
want to talk to you.
Nigga, I'm not.
Like I
I'm
said,
not
there's not
discrediting you.
positive treat. There's no positive treatment between those two characters this whole time they've been in Elbaf, or whatever the case may be. So if Hadroon is going to take that role on of setting him up, I need more than just that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But
I agree.
I can
Okay,
understand
that's
it,
fair.
though. I can understand
That's fair.
it. But I definitely
I'm just saying it's there. I'm saying it's there. I'm saying it's there. Like it's a lot more there when you think about it, because like I feel like it's gonna be a Wanako. It's gonna be who's the red haired dude again all over again?
Sharon.
No, the painter.
Conjuro.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh.
It has sprinkles of it. It has sprinkles of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's just a hard. That's just a hard sell. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit of a hard sell for me.
I just can't see it for Hadroon.
Yeah, and I think I see the only reason why Harugan just never went down there is just because like he's been like, out of the whole respect for his, how he was raised, the respect for his father and mother and whatnot, and the fact that like
you're not
if
ready
you
to
really,
face that truth.
yeah, that's what I'm like. That's like he doesn't want to face that truth, and also looking him in the face is that he did want to cut that nigga head off. That's why he stayed away from being down there. Why would I put myself in the room with somebody that I know I want to kill? I want to be better.
Reason to side with your point, Fooey. There's a reason why the whole time Oda had Loki and Hadroon down in the underworld. Every time you see Loki and Hadroon talking, it's been Hadroon trying not to kill him. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like, this is genuine anger from this man right here. Like, that's why I don't think he's being set up. Hadroon is genuinely being mad about this shit right now. Like, he's like at least 2 to 3 different times over the span of them being in the underworld. Either Goldberg, Jerd, Stanson. Someone has to always stop Hadroon from doing this. We've gotten at least 2 different panels like this, at least, of Hadroon trying to like, yo, Loki, shut the fuck up, bro. Like I'm about to kill you. Like, you don't even understand. Like, that's really what it is. I feel like Hadroon is being genuine about it. That's why he's like, I didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear about his story. Now he's like, all right, bet. Since you, even Yasun is telling you to telling me to unlock you. So if you want me to unlock you, bro, you gotta speak your truth. Like, I ain't never tried to hear it out. You ain't never tried to tell it. This is one, all for one for all. Go ahead.
I'm saying there's genuine hate there, bro. I'm saying
that's not hate though. If it was genuine hate, he wouldn't want to hear his brother's story. That's the only thing you're not getting, Zah.
He didn't want to hear,
don't you, Zah? You got brothers, don't you?
Yeah, I got my older brother.
All right, so you're in Loki's shoes. You ever piss off your older brother?
Of course, all the time. I still do.
And how do y'all reconcile shit?
He's the nice one. I'm the hard-headed one.
Loki, exactly.
Exactly. So I don't get how you don't get the
And
dynamic here.
I'm saying, yo, but the thing is, we're not half brothers. We're total brothers. There's a difference. There's different moms. That's what
You're
I'm trying
right,
to
man.
say.
You're right. You're
That's why
right.
I'm
That
trying
could
to
be, that
say,
could
like,
make a
yo, there's a
difference.
different dynamic. That's
Well,
that's the
let me
only
tell you something
thing.
now, right?
That's the only thing.
Let me tell you something now, right? I'm the oldest from my mother and father. I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters, and I am the only child of my lineage. You get what I'm saying? Everybody else is a half brother or half sister, so I get exactly what's going on here. And I'm telling you, this is not. I do not feel set up. If there's a setup, Oda has to add in one more element for it to click and for me to say, "Yo, Zaspin." So
But think
it's
about
still
it.
missing.
You
He's
only
still
need
missing
one
crucial
more
elements.
element, but there's so many breadcrumbs. That's all I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
but
There's
that's
so many
Oda though. See, you
breadcrumbs.
can't say that because Oda leaves one more element for mad different things. So he could choose not to add. He could choose. Look, I could not add sugar here, but I could add spice right there, and we could get a whole new thing now. So I don't want to just, even though it is the one more element. I'm not saying that rudimentary. I'm saying that like, yo, Oda plays with mad topics like this. One more element. If you get that one more element, then yeah, we're here with it, bro. Oda got one more thing to do for me. Well, let me ask you a question. So the time the devil fruit was stolen from Oyster Castle, that was when the whole thing was going down with Harold dying, right?
Yeah.
Right. I could tell you Oda just need to add one more element, and it's Shiki that stole the fucking devil fruit, and you'd have to accept that because all we're missing is one more element. That's how crucial one more element is with Oda. So I don't want to bank on the one more element. Like I said, when Oda gives me the element, I'll be the first in your DMs, Zayo. You spitting, gang. I ain't gonna lie, twin. You on point right now. I will be the first person telling you that. But
I'm
until
thinking
that
that's
time
either
comes,
I think
you know
that's
what I'm
either
saying?
Loki or Harold there in front of the devil fruit in silhouette.
If it is Shiki. I'm coping still.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm coping
still
still.
thinking it's her Druden, man. I'm
I
still
think it's
going
either
my
Loki or Harold.
I'm going with my sketch.
I think
Loki or
Harold's on the
Harold?
eye.
If you know
No.
it's crazy. If you look at the shadow of the person in front of the devil fruit,
Oh
the
god.
head almost looked like a top knot
Oh, good lord.
silhouette.
Yeah, I got you.
That could be Wano Shiki, bro. I'm
Here
just
we
saying.
go.
Nah,
Wano
bro.
Shiki had no
Stop,
wheel in his
bro.
head. It was just a top knot. And we know
Oh
Shiki.
my
And
god.
it's crazy because Rocks Pirates is on Elbaf. But listen,
Let me-
I just need
literally
one more
about to
element,
go
Zah.
back.
I just
I'm
need one
going
more
back
element.
to it
Since we
right
talking about
now,
one more
bro.
element, I just need one more element, gang.
When were the
Who
Rocks
cares?
Pirates on Elbaf?
When
And
Rock
a
beat the fuck
backstory.
out of Loki, nigga, the fuck is wrong with you? Come on, Alex, keep up.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk
you
you
on
crazy.
a
You know
different
that,
time.
Alex. I'm gonna talk you crazy. You know how this goes, bro. What are you doing? What are we doing, Alex?
Nah,
When were
that's
they?
true. That's
Elbaf.
true.
Newgate, you really drew a sword. I mean, Rocks, you really drew a sword on a kid. Shut up, Newgate. Like, come on, bro. That was a mean flashback. You can't be
Yeah,
forgetting
he
to
was
lose
there.
information like
That
that
was
already.
hilarious as hell.
Yeah, man. Just saying, Blackbeard victim. Loki.
Let me see this. I'm literally about to. I'm humoring you right now.
I got re-examining that goddamn.
Nah, because
Yeah, that's what you're supposed
what
to
is
do.
bro talking about, bro?
That's what you're supposed to do. Just
What is bro
saying.
talking about, man?
That's what you're supposed to do.
He said there's a wheel right here, bro. What are we talking about?
I didn't say a wheel. I said a top knot. I said there's no wheel because this would be Wano Shiki. No wheel, a top knot. Please get me correct, Reed. Come on, man.
Nah,
Come
bro.
on,
I'm
man.
not gonna lie.
Zoom in at first. If you're gonna prove it for real. Zoom in. Let's see what it looks like. Zoom in. Zoom all the way in.
I
It's
don't
like a
think
real
I'm
top
zooming
knot
in,
from
bro.
here. Not gonna lie to you.
That's the farthest I can go.
And shoot, hey, that means I can't be disproven then. That still look top
No,
knot.
ain't no
I don't
top
think
knot
it's
on
no
there,
top
man.
knot.
Stop, nigga. Stop playing up coping, nigga.
Ain't
Sneaky,
no
nigga.
top
Stop
knot,
playing.
bro. Just like there was no lines on the eye of the silhouetted shanks. Nah, there's nothing here, bro. Ain't nothing here. So
Listen, you still coping
Y'all
about the
think
Shanks thing. I done
Loki's
took that W on you, man. Come on.
y'all think Loki's hammer is
Bro.
Harold's old hammer?
No, that's another thing. Like, there's too much jealousy there. Because he probably tried to lift that shit, couldn't do it.
Loki
This is
couldn't
what I
lift
want to
his
see.
dad's hammer.
What do you think is it? Do you? I
So
heard
where
people
do you
saying that
think
on
Loki
Twitter.
got his hammer from then? If like, where do you think Harold's hammer went?
I was
Then?
about to ask the question. If pull back up that panel for Reed, if you look behind the devil fruit treasure chest, there's a cube figure right behind the devil fruit chest. A lot of people were saying, "What if that's the hammer?" I don't think it's the hammer, but a lot of people were saying that on Twitter.
Yeah, I think it could be the hammer itself giving the devil fruit as well. That's what I was gonna say.
But ain't the hammer supposed to be like massive?
Yeah.
I mean, yes
I would
and
think
no.
that I
It
would think the
was,
hammer head is bigger than a treasure chest.
I mean, if it's a
I
devil
don't know.
fruit, I mean,
The
fuck,
hammer is smaller than Ida.
it could change its size depending on the wielder. We still don't know how the whole feeding a fruit to a weapon goes thing, which I thought we would get emphasis at way long ago.
That's a good point. That could be where his fruit is in his weapon.
That's what Trip was
I'm
saying.
saying.
This is what Trip's been trying to tell me.
Yeah,
So I don't think so, but it's possible.
Yeah.
I think he actually ate a fruit that makes him like I told Trip this, like, think about this. We don't know where all this lore is coming from. We're talking about Reed was talking about during when he was reading the chapter, he was saying like Harold was doing the Nika pose, where we know most of the Nika lore comes from Elbaf because they have lore on Nika. Then to add to that, let's go back to Skypiea. Why in the fuck did they think the sun god was a snake? It's really interesting. It's very interesting. Why do we think the sun god was a snake for whatever reason? Why would I think the sun god is a snake? Is there a devil fruit in existence that might be a snake that probably for some reason modified after the sun god? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just throwing things out there. We think these things for reasons. They thought the sun god was a snake.
Yeah.
There is a sun god snake in Mayan, like in Mayan lore and everything like that.
The first time they used the word, you see how remember when Luffy first turned Gear 5 and then he was laying on the ground and then he started smiling, and if you, depending on the version of the chapter you read, if you read TCB, it said Nika in the bubble, which just means smile, because Luffy was well, it means grin, because Luffy was grinning and smiling. The only time Otis ever did that is when Luffy comes out of the snake, the fake sun god in Skypiea, and he's like doing this. It's the same kanji, and it says it's the same Nika thing and everything. And he only does that when seems to be some Nika shit going on. So why did we think the sun god was a snake? I'm just still stuck there, and I think that Loki's devil fruit might be something snake-like, serpent-like, dragon-like, something. It's just
He has snake eyes, so his eyes look really like snakes. So
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm going there. I think it's either, I don't know if he's the Jormungandr world snake. Some people think that the snake is the red line. I don't think the snake is the Jormungandr world snake is the red line. I believe that's probably like one of those techniques. What if that was the snake shedding its skin and now its skin just turned out to be a hard fucking dense red line shit? I don't know. It could be bullshit. I could be bullshit. I'm just chopping shit, man. I'm just saying it's weird that we think the sun god was a snake.
I would say the only thing I want to add to that, if anything, is that I've really been on seeing Loki's eyes and everything, and seeing the introduction of geomancy and whatnot. I think we might be at a point where we might actually get a magic user. Like Loki's thing might be geomancy.
That could be a thing. No, not true. I don't know. I don't know how far Oda will go to use it as far as like combat, but I think Loki's gonna have more than just whatever the ability is of his hammer. I think he's gonna have more to his repertoire. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a full on hockey master, like all hockey. And then the devil fruit and then the weapon, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on. But if he adds magic like geomancy, I don't know. I think all of that stuff is in his eyes.
I just
think that's why.
I want to say that in Skypiea, the snakes weren't called sun god; they were just gods.
No, I'm talking about the actual one that they were sacrificing. I'm not talking about the snakes. Oh my gosh, you always be missing the exact point I be trying to fucking fuck, bro. Like,
you're talking about Nola, right? Like the giant.
I'm talking about the one snake that Kagura was literally calling his daughter a sacrifice for.
Nola,
we will sacrifice you to the sun god. That's
Nola. No, he didn't say sun god. That was just the god Nola. They were doing they were sacrificing. He was a different god. Like Nola is just a god.
I see what you're saying.
They're doing it for all the gods.
I see what you're saying, Alex.
The ritual was for like the earth god they mentioned as well. like the forest god, like whatever. It's like it's for all the gods.
I'm gonna take a shot of tequila now.
I'll drink with you, nigga. I got you.
Y'all have any final thoughts on the chapter, everything?
Hold on one second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, my bad. My bad. I meant to say it a while ago, but my son kept talking. So what was your original question to us when it came to Loki? I totally forgot.
Me?
The upscale.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. His backstory. After seeing his backstory and what he did as a newborn, should that make us think that he's a little? Should that make us give him like an actual upscale? Since we haven't seen him do anything yet, fight wise. Should we be like, oh well, add that as another notch and like?
That's not true, Ree. He hit the tree with his hammer.
That's true, yes, and I guess he technically did dodge Gunko's arrows and
in Gear 4. He
and
was
the
future
punch.
sight feats.
Outside of that, since we haven't seen him,
And an angry, focused Luffy about his mentor Shanks. Think about
See,
it like
you
that.
brought that up. No one else did. You brought that up.
No, I'm saying that's what he did. Gear 4,
did that.
you mad?
You
He
did
got
that.
mad.
You did that. But we were talking about fighting feats and scaling. You brought in.
No,
there.
I'm talking
You
about
did
Loki.
that.
I'm saying Loki
Yeah.
dodged that. I'm saying that's what I'm trying to say. Like, think
Well,
about it like that. You got to give
'cause
context. You got to give context.
We didn't need context.
You
Reek
gotta
said it,
give
and we all
context.
understood it. And then you was like, "Yeah,
Context
because
were needed in this
Shanks,
point.
because Shanks
Context
and
clues were
Luffy's."
needed.
You did that,
Nigga.
Ree. You saw that, right? He did that.
Yeah, we didn't need that context.
I
bro.
bet.
Context
But I
clues
said
were
you did
needed.
that. You did that.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
with all of that, should he get an upscale, an early upscale, since we haven't seen him fully yet?
I would say yeah, because and Nika has said it. What newborn, what baby, what child is out here doing these things?
Clock it.
Okay, like kid, okay, cool beans, and toddler, okay, cool beans. This Loki was fresh out the womb doing this.
Yeah, we don't got a bunch of kid feats. Well, we got
He had
look, we got
placenta
Ace.
juice on him still.
Ace as a kid used Conqueror's
Yes, he
Haki
was
like
still
at
wet
10.
behind the ears.
You know what I'm saying?
Like-
Bonnie at like what 8 or 10
Yeah.
herself. She knocked out a Cypher Pole agent. Yamato did Conqueror's Haki on Beast Pirate fodder.
Big Mom's up there too. Big Mom's up there.
Mom,
Man.
she beat the hell out of a
Yeah.
warrior giant elder, and destroyed the village herself. These are a lot of dope feats, but beheading as a baby, like you're crawling, beheading a bear and climbing up a tree or a mountain is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you, as a baby.
Man, no.
Granted, a giant baby is probably the size of a giant baby compared to human babies. A giant baby probably looked like the biggest Louis Vuitton suitcase luggage you could afford. I could be wrong. I don't know why I went with Louis Vuitton, but I could imagine the Loki's a baby probably as big as my treasure drawer right here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, either way, you got this newborn being rejected by his mother, people trying to calm her down. She throwing him off the cliff, scaling a whole cliff, like and he's still wet behind the ears, and I'm sorry. That's a up for me. Like as sad as it is, no other babies are doing this. And again, like I said earlier, I feel like this is his ancient giant blood coming into play here. Because
definitely.
Because the way that the ancient giants sound, they sound more animalistic to me. They're
more ancient giant. Think oars. So you're there.
Yeah, that's animal. And a lot, man, they're again, animals, when they first come out the womb, okay, they laying down for a little bit. After a few minutes, they get up, start walking around, and start doing stuff for themselves. So I could only imagine you have two people that have ancient giants' blood, and now it didn't have to manifest in their first child, but it did.
Yeah.
Genetics are weird that way. So
No, manifested in his second child.
His second child, but her first child.
I think it manifested because it was a pure-blooded baby. That's why. Because it didn't happen with Aida because she's not pure blood. She and him are both pure blood. She just missing the horns. So his horns would have probably been even crazier if she had horns too. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have had like some big ass like. He probably would have had 2 sets of horns like Kaido.
Mm-hmm. So he gets a big ups for not purposely being a baby and abandoned and doing all this stuff, but just the fact that he can do it fresh out the womb. It makes me wonder, what was Oars doing as a newborn?
Yeah.
Oars Jr. What was he doing as a newborn?
Probably
I'm trying to get a hat.
Probably was a cannibal. Probably eating people.
I don't understand your reference, but it sounds so stupid.
He was trying. Ace made him a hat.
Ace made him a hat because Tama showed Ace how to make it.
Oh, okay. Anything Zod says just sounds stupid. Okay, so
I understand.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. So yeah,
Jasmine,
no,
Jasmine
Loki.
race.
Oh yeah. So to me, yeah, Loki my dude for real now, because
bandwagon in the Loki vibes.
Whoa! I've been free Loki from day one.
No, I'm not saying
strawberry bandwagon. Alex always been a hater.
I'm not talking.
I'm on the Loki bandwagon just because.
Yeah, you caught a cat.
Reed, you can go look that up. I said free Loki from day one. I was like, yo.
I mean, okay, so in the face of adversity, and this is his own mother. This is his blood. This is not some random person.
You gotta feel him in this
all
moment.
odds.
Yeah,
he defies.
You gotta
all
be
odds.
if you're gonna be empathetic in any moment. This is the moment. So I get it.
Exactly. Loki get a pass for me now for acting such a fool, because I understand it now.
Yo,
mom was just like, no, fuck you.
John was like, no.
I'm just saying, no.
Nah, because Foolie don't fuck with Loki.
The way that it started.
Foolie think Loki should
he
make
fucks
better
with
life
Loki.
decisions.
He just doesn't give him a pass the way you
Yeah,
guys.
Foolie thinks
it
Loki should make better life. He should have made better life decisions. I get it.
As an adult.
I don't, so I don't care.
Wait. I have a question.
But if we're talking about
if Loki gets a pass, does like Chondro get a pass? Because his parents were like killed in front of him when he was like real young.
No,
like
he's a painter. Screw him.
Wow, that's so
prejudice
crazy.
there was crazy.
Let
me never I would never become a painter and tell Zah shit.
You right. Don't tell him. I'll
never
knock
tell
over every one of your pains every
Wow.
day. I see you.
Freaking painters do to you, bro.
I will never show you all my sketchbook. Never.
You right.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
bad
Zah.
museum experience.
Zah, if you hate
I don't like how
painters,
Zah
you
said
will,
that,
man. Okay.
That sound
Zah,
like
you're
he came
not
from
gonna
a
like the
dark
fact that I'm a
place, Zah.
ceramic artist then.
I don't know what that is, but anyway.
Zah said that. Zah
Field
said that like he
from
found
Why?
out. Zah said that like he found out his girl was getting painted by this one dude that's been trying to paint her for years, bro. Like, yo, you said that dark. Like, yo, this dude trying to get at my girl for a minute.
Nah, man, I'm telling you. The quiet people, bro. He was laughing and joking. It's all those smiley. The smiley people, I don't trust, bro. Like, yo, anytime they, I'm like, no. I'll watch out for you, bro. You stay your ass over there. Ever since Dressrosa, I look back on it. He was like, "Hey, Kitty Mom, we should do this." Nope. It's like the quiet people at work.
I do go back and watch that art just to see.
Yo, right? Yo, it's like the quiet people at work. He's like, "Hey, everything's great." Nope. You good, bro? You good?
Nah,
you good?
He like, yo, you want some of this cabbage? Like, you don't move this goddamn op-ass cabbage out my face, bro. Like, I was getting tight watching Contra. And Dressrosa, I'm like, yo, we did all that to find.
Listen, when I say that, it's because I've rewatched it and I've caught on to all his little tactics. I'm like, nah, bro, we should have seen this shit from the start. He was crazy.
Zah rewatched Dressrosa. I'm with it.
He's changing, man.
No, Zoe. Never watch your dress rehearsal again, man. 2 years
Never
of my
mind.
waste 2 years
I
of my
take it back.
fucking life, bro.
This best 2 years of my life.
Man, I have Are you getting in Discord, Nika?
I see Alex there, so I plan on it.
I am too. I'm off.
All right, cool. I have a theory. I'm looking at. Well, I got something about the mural though, so you don't hate it.
Oh, I got some takes about the mural my damn self.
All right, cool.
That's right. That's right. I spoke some truth into the stream. I spoke some truth.
All right, man.
Space. I don't think that's what it is. Never
agenda.
Yeah, I ain't say all that, bro. Either way, all right, man. Appreciate y'all. Good stream, man. Break league next week. Catch y'all, man. I'm about to jump in the court. Wait, in your Discord or what are we doing?
I'd say mine. It don't really matter. Wherever I see y'all pop up at, I'm going.
Yeah,
no one's there,
same.
then I'm gonna just hop in mine. All right.
All right, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bros.